welcome back to Crazy Bowl TV. Thank you so very much for joining us again. I got some heavy hitters. The Avengers are in the building. You don't understand. If you don't understand, you better ask somebody. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. Bro, I got Hollywood is in the building. I got the Kennel is in the building. I got the Hell Savage is in the house. People, I shouldn't be telling you what you should be doing, but I'm going to say it anyway. Go to Mandem channel, subscribe, and like. And then you come back to this show, and then you subscribe, and then you share them, and then you like. Because today we're going in. We're saying thank you to our manager. The man has done everything we ask him. There won't be no tarnishing in today's game. Whatever frustration I had with my manager, I said it when he was still the manager. Today, it's over. Now we move on. He came in, he did his job. He won all of them. Now he moves on. Now we got Onslaught coming in. So people, today it's all about saying thank you to the gaffer. If you don't know, like I said, you better ask somebody. If you jump into the LFC train in 2016, 2017, 2018, please just go back a couple more years and see where we came from. All right? You can't speak if you don't know where we came from. I appreciate you being here, but please listen, because this man has done everything that was asked for him. Did he make mistakes? Yes, because he's what? He's human, just like all of us. Whether it was on field or outfield, today it's finished. Tomorrow we move on with Onslaught. And I know, what's the name? The gaffer will always be there. And if something were to go wrong and they flash that JK in the sky of Liverpool, guess who's coming? JURGEN. I still believe that. The guy loves this city. The guy loves this club. And just like he said, I'm done with England. I'm probably done with everything, but it's going to take a while. But I don't need to be talking. Please, Kennel, are you available?
Yeah, man. In the flesh, bro.
Go ahead, man. How are you feeling today, bro?
I was feeling calm, man. I went and did a little training over in a small town called Sterling. You know what I'm saying? Make sure all the guns was guns in and that. And then when I came back, man, I'm like, you know what? It's 2-0 down. I was already tracking the score.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, let me see what the atmosphere look like, the players look like. Then I see that dead ass kit, bro. I can't front. You're gonna have to start at the kit, fam. I don't think I can pull that kit off. The collar looks sus, bro.
They were trying to get.
Is it a collar or bro, I don't know what's going on with that.
I said the exact same thing. The collar's attached. So you can't see. Harvey was trying to flick it up, but you can't flick up the collar. It's attached to the chest part.
Bro, I can't pull that off. I usually I'll come out and talk about I'm a fashionista and the arms be arms and then the chest be chest. And bro, that collar looks like some it looks like some.
It definitely looks better on the top because I don't know, man. I think you can do it still.
You know what I'm gonna do with it, Savage? I'm gonna get a white towel or Liverpool. You know the scarf. I think you have to rock that with the scarf to cover that up, bro, because you don't want you buy something and then you have to buy the other piece separate. I think that's how that kit's supposed to be worn. I think that kit you should buy the scarf with it.
Nah, as long as you've got side belts and traps, bro, you're good, man. It's
I don't know, man. I don't like that. But anyway, Quasi, I seen the kit.
I know no traps in that, bro. That's why, man.
Yeah, because our players are tiny, bro. They're like, now they are, bro. Because footballers compared to like real life men and that, bro. They're quite skinny in it.
Yeah, but bro, it got way too much yellow in it as well, bro. I'm like, I don't know about this, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I'm waiting for the away ones to.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. But then I saw a Klopp, you know what I'm saying? Man is in a low-key AXA shirt and that look calm. I like that AXA kit, black kit. Can't go wrong with black. And then the next screen was just his wife tearing up the place, bro. And I'm like, yo. That's why I leave the missus at home sometimes still. But, you know what I'm saying? And I start getting really emotional because I'm like, damn, man, if it's affecting her that bad, bro, Jesus Christ, I've got to be strong for her and the move and the players and that's extra stuff, man. Ain't trying to have, bro. You know them first lady Quasi that just hold it down and no emotion.
No emotion.
Yeah. So then I saw that and it really hit me like, yo, my man's out of here, man. Like, this is it. You know what I mean? Tears are flowing. I'm like, damn, man, let me turn this off, man, because I was getting a little emotional still. So I had to just walk away, man. I had to walk away.
Man. Savage, man, how you feeling, man? The whole day, man. It's been an emotional week. An emotional month, actually, since we know counting down the days up to today.
Yeah, as I said, man, I just keep tuning into different things and seeing like end of eras, like things coming to an end and that. So obviously I spoke about the Royce one just, and then obviously at the end of the Bayern Munich game was Muller's last game as well. And obviously they're rivals in that, in it, but it's Muller, bro. He's been around for a minute. I was like, oh, this is crazy, man. And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, then I'm like, oh, I see the greatness of Man City and I can't even deny it, bro. I wouldn't deny it anyway because I'm a footballing guy. You can see it with your face. And then I'm like, yeah, then Klopp. I felt fine. Like when Klopp does all these interviews and Klopp's like, nah, I feel fine. While he's saying that, I'm like, yeah, me too. I feel fine about it, bro. Big man. When the final whistle went and I seen the camera go past Matip and Thiago, I said, hold on a minute. Matip's out of here, blood. Nah, hold on. Asking Pep Linders, I said, nah, bruv. I was like, nah, this ain't good, bruv. This ain't. And then once I seen Virgil get huggy, and I was like, yo, why is Virgil not lifting his head up yet? I said, oh, Virgil's crying.
Virgil's crying. He started crying first.
But I tell you, bro, what made me happy at the end of that, bro. The manner. When I seen him go over to the younger players, and I seen him give him a hug and that, bro, and they looked so grateful. I thought, you know what, bro? Future's bright for Liverpool still. Cause I seen the hug what Dan's giving him, even though Dan's bigger than everyone, all of our players and that. Bro. It's like, yeah, man, like, bro, there's obviously everyone got caught in the emotion of going for the league title and all that stuff. I understand that, bro. But first of all, I know that man don't go on the pitch to be shit in it. They don't go on the pitch to play rubbish in it. So if it happens, it happens. And a lot of the time it's a bad day at the office, and there ain't been too many bad games. Think of the whole season as totality. It's been a period of like 6 weeks that haven't been good. The rest has been fine. So when I take that and then I look at the season, I'm like, yeah, man, it's not that bad, bro. It's a happy, sad time. He's gonna move on. New manager coming in. Everything seems positive there. Hopefully the fan base can get back to what we know as a fan base, because we have turned into Arsenal fans, bro. Like we have.
It's annoying.
Yeah. Want to get back to where we was before, man. We used to have the high ground on other fan bases. Remember that when we used to just chest was out and like our fans wouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean, so I would like that still. But yeah, apart from that, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. End of an era, and it's the end of the season, bro. Which, like, historically for me, is not a good time, bro. When I'm a footballing guy, I don't like it. Even my missus, I spoke to her just, she's like, end of the season. I said, yeah. She's like, oh, so what you gonna do then? I don't know, bro. Extra gym session. I don't know, bro. But as I said, we got the Euros, we got Copa America, we got the Olympics. It's the best time for a season to end when I got all of them competitions. So, yeah, man, it's good, bro. And Liverpool's in a good place, bro.
Yeah. I mean, there is actually a scientific proof, a research that says after football, majority of men around the globe become depressed. It's a scientific fact. I read that study on BBC, because football gives us dopamine. Every week we got something to look for. Right now we don't. For a whole 3 months you don't. People become real depressed. But I think, like Savage said, this summer it's a full summer.
Yeah, sports.
Euro, Copa, and then Olympics. So the dopamine is gonna be, people gonna be burned out by Christmas. They will do not want any more anything. But but Hollywood, man, what's up, man? How you feeling? I see you coming in with the Versace sunglasses on. I don't know, did you have a long night last night from you and your peoples in the Hollywood Hills? Or what's happening, man?
Hey, listen, man, I can't tell you about those parties, man. You see everyone's getting blamed for these parties these days. But no, man, change the shades, because I had my normal glasses on, but gotta be emotional, so I gotta hide the tears, man. Gotta stay strong, you know what I mean? Can't let man see the weakness in it. But listen, man, Klopp, as I said, man, brought me my first Premier League, brought me another Champions League, brought me some domestic cups, and brought me some World Club Champions as well, man. So and a little Super Cup to add, man, and brought in some really, really good players, brought in some duds. But overall, man, fantastic place to be in, bro. The stadium is different, the training ground is different, the academy looks sorted now as well. It's now we're in such a good period now. We now can build from here. the structure, you know, in 2000 was it 14? Was it 14 when we last had a little run at it?
Yeah.
That structure we was left wasn't great, and that's why it took us so long to kind of build from that point. And we, you know, what I mean, the squad wasn't great. Stadium was all over the place. Training ground was, you know, what I mean, was old, and we didn't have any assets to really sell to rebuild. We had one, which was Coutinho, and if we was in a better position, maybe we would have said no and then added to that. Do you know what I mean? Imagine the team if we could have kept a player like Coutinho, and then just build with that. We had him for a period, but we didn't have him when we needed him the most. But to be fair, Hendo and Genie and Fab dealt with the thing in the midfield. But I'm just thinking, man, Coutinho in that, bro. Man, it hit so different with the Mane, Bobby, and Salah in their prime.
Yeah.
Bro, the hit's completely different, man. But we're in a great position, man. We've got some great young players, like Savage said. We've got a good age group as well in terms of 20 to 25.
Yeah.
No real middle ground, but I feel like we'll probably get that. Maybe one player coming in that section. And then we got some guys that's been here and done, man. The Robos, the Virgils, even the Trent, he ain't old, but he's there. Salah's. You know what I mean? We've got players that's been here and done it. Even Ali as well, you put him in terms of old guards. It's now about keeping our assets and building, man. I don't want to be, people be like, oh, I need to sell him. And then I'm like, but what are you selling? Are you selling to replace with better quality, or are you just selling because you don't like the player?
Start all over again,
Yeah, like we're in a good position. Do you know what I mean? Just if you wanna get rid of Diaz and Nunez, no problem. I won't argue with anyone if that's what they want to do. But I need the players to be coming in not on hype and not on videos. You need to tell me he's definitely coming in to score more. Because if a striker comes in and does less, or a winger comes in and does less,
we got questions.
Man. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just waiting to see what people say, because then they'll turn around and go, it's not about the GA thing, but that's what you were cooking these for. They're not delivering enough.
I'm tired of the GA.
The winger you guys want are coming in and deliver, you know, more than what these guys have delivered.
Yeah.
Am I making an argument for them that we can't sell them? No, of course not. Can Nunez do better? Yes. Can Diaz do better? Yes. My version of how they can do better is completely different to most people's version. Their version is, I need 20 goals from my winger. What winger in the Premier League gets 20 goals?
That's the most.
The star boy ain't even got 20 goals in the Prem.
Yep.
He didn't even play the last game.
He didn't play last game. Foden had to show him how it's done. But we're not talking about them.
Yeah, we can't do that. But that's right, man. I'm happy, bro. I'm happy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what everybody said, people. I'm gonna say this, you know, to jump off the appreciation for Klopp. I've always been a Klopp fan when he was at Dortmund. When he won the first league, I was like, okay. You know, when you're from the homeland, you always support the teams that the countrymen are playing for. You know, at the time they had a few. You know, even one of the Ghana coach was actually a Dortmund player. So Dortmund has always been a team that you watch. And then you have Bayern, because we have Sam Kufur who went there and played. So you're looking at it, and it was like Bayern, and all of a sudden there's a new guy out here that everybody is talking about called Ganger pressing. What the hell is a Ganger pressing? Then you start watching Royce, you start watching Lewandowski. That game they beat Madrid with 4 goals, and Lewandowski scored 4 goals. I was like, I want this guy to be my manager, and I want Royce to come to Liverpool. He comes to Liverpool, I'm just going to say, the day he ran on the field when we beat Everton 1-0, that's my favorite moment for Klopp. When he ran in and went and jumped into, Harrison was like, this guy is crazy, but hey, I'm going to jump in his arm anyway. I'm going to jump up and give him a high five. So for me, that is my favorite moment of Klopp. And second one, of course, when we announced that he's coming. And what's your favorite day moment for Klopp?
For Klopp, probably the funniest one and one I love was when he ran over to the ref because they weren't giving us no decision and then bust his hamstring.
Yeah.
That was funny as well. And then he apologized after. It's like, it serves me right for running over. But it always felt like we were just getting so much hate from, I don't want to use hate. I'm not going to use hate, actually. I'm just going to say biasness from the officials and that. And, normally you're told, forget about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's a part of the game. It will even itself out. All of these crazy conversations. But in that moment, my manager was like, I had enough. I'm going to run over there and celebrate and show, man. Yeah, all what you guys are trying ain't going to work today. So, nah, man, that's one of my favorite moments.
Savage, man, what's your favorite moment?
Nah, same as yours, man. Everton, bro. Everton, bro. I see that clip so often, man. That speedy run. Someone keeps slowing it down as well, bro. It's cold, bro. It's cold, bro, because he couldn't contain himself, man.
Man, he said, "I don't care." Didn't he cuss at the interview too?
Yeah.
He's cussed. He said, "I don't give a fuck." Yeah, find me. He said, "Find me." To me,
they made him calm down after that, innit?
Yeah,
like Klopp became calmer after that because they kept trying to find him, and I'm like, nah, this is crazy still.
Man, Cornell, man, what's your favorite moment of Klopp, man?
My favorite moment was 4-3 City. No, 4-3 Liverpool. Robbo run down from left wing. This is when Robbo was getting his consistent run after Moreno was on a good form, but he got injured, and then Robbo came in. And the intensity of Robbo, Bobby Tripp, blowing up Stones, Dinkin, Edison, Oxlade with a rocket, and interviewer said, "Yo, Klopp, you know what I'm saying? Thoughts on the game?" I was like, "Yo, what a fucking game, man!" And then like, "Oh, yo, you can't curse on TV." The following week, I don't remember the following game, but man cussed again, bro. I was like, "Yo, fuck, I love this sport." Like,
yeah,
big man, we find you last week, bro. We have to find you. We have to find you. It is what it is, man. You're gonna have to find me. I love this sport, man. It's not like Patrice Evra, fam. So like that's when I was like, yo, nah, you know what, man? This is my manager, bro. Because it is a hell of a game that we're playing at the time. No team was more electrifying than us in that moment. Like City was playing good football, but that's the X's and the O's on the board type of football. Bro, we were playing like spirit, heart, passion, everything wrapped into one. The fans was coming back alive because they were starting to believe.
Right.
It's almost like, not almost like, because I don't think there's ever going to be another team that can eclipse that. But it's like the Emery vibes at Villa. They're starting to get a little, okay. But for us, because we've already been there, it was like, okay, we're getting back to that. So it was dope. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I guess you could say Arsenal, but I don't want to big them up. But just that electrifying feeling of being at the top and getting back there, man. It was mad. It was mad, man. And he's right, bro. It was like, yo, what a fucking game, man. It was like, yo, I love this fucking sport. I'm just like, yo, man, like, on TV. Yo, and the fines, by the way, bro. The fines is what man is making in a year.
Yeah.
A man's just like, yeah, it is what it is still. You know what I mean? And after that, and then I hear the way some of the fans started talking about him, I'm like, all right, who the hell really is this guy? And that's when I realized, okay, man did the double. Dortmund, he got a few trophies as well. Oh, it was up against Pep. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. But for me, I think it fell off there. Even though we didn't win any trophy, I felt like it fell off there. We won everything after those moments, but I felt like it fell off, like the same intensity. Some people associate with Buvac leaving, but if you'd have asked me, kept that way of playing or all the trophies, I probably would have picked a few of the trophies, but kept playing that way. Because that way, bro, you were in the game. Like, I don't care what, bro. I think I watched the game without blinking or lighting my spliff. It was like, I was like this. I think it was a Barcelona game as well. I was like this. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna light this up and watch the game. And bro, the whistle blew, and I was just like, at the end of the game, I looked at the spliff like, bro, I didn't even like this, bro. So I love that, man. I love that. Big up to Klopp for giving me that, man. I don't know if I was gonna ever see that. I remember before Klopp, bro, I would just not watch certain games. Just like, Liverpool playing today, or they're playing said team. You know, I'm good off that. Klopp came in, bro. I'm at work, propping the phone up, bro. I'm underneath, a car. The phone is on the ground. Anything I'm doing, the phone is following me with the game. I look like some weird dude, bro. I'm driving, I'm like this trying to watch the game, bro. It's mad. So, yo, big up to Klopp, man. Had man risking it for the team and that, bro.
No, I think you're right. I think after what you said right there, he started becoming, I would say, mature. He started taking things very seriously because if you remember, after that, we started going on runs where I think that year after, that's where we lost the season by what, 2 points or 1 point against City, and we won the Champions League. And the following year, we won the thing. But K-Mac, big up yourself, man. Thank you for joining us. As you know, we are at the part where we're saying, what's your favorite time of Klopp?
Oh God. Okay, the thing which kind of blows me away is his first press conference. We still talk about what he said in it.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to take that for 9 years and basically end your tenure with Liverpool on the same word is quite incredible. Like, from doubters to believers, like, it's quite incredible. Like, the normal one, like he said about 4 or 5 things that just never ever get forgotten. Just an incredible. Like, I genuinely didn't think that I'd be this cut up after watching the ceremony and watching him leave, but it really got me. I mean, his best games. I mean, God, there was just so many. Like, when we had a crap team, Dortmund, Dortmund away
with the Lovren, yeah.
Like the Man City game was mental. Like, that was a mental game with Salah chipping the keeper, and Bobby Firmino just doing his thing. He's so good against the big teams. I mean, Barcelona. Like, Barcelona is just hard to really top. Like, you know, you haven't got 2 of your best players. You haven't got Salah, you haven't got Bobby, and your goals
forget
come from
those days. People forget those
Divock
days.
Your goals come from Divock and Gini Wijnaldum. Like, incredible,
man. I mean, I'm glad that some of you guys already talked about favorite game. Yeah, the Barca game, of course, I think sits by itself. But with me, that game that we beat City 3-1 at Anfield, that is when I was like, yeah, we won the league. I watched it with the Liverpool. I went to a fan zone to watch that match. And it was like, you could literally tell what's going to happen each time. When Fabinho got the shot off, I said, that's going in. When Robbo sent the cross to Salah, I'm like, that's going in. And Henderson sent his cross to Mane, I'm like, that's going in. That game, I think that's when a lot of the rival fans said, yeah, these guys are for real.
Yeah,
right?
that game was incredible, man.
Go ahead, Savage.
Nah, it was incredible, man. That felt like a shift at that point, man. Like, yo, at this current point, bro, just in terms of football, we're on level with City. We're better than them, bro. Man couldn't tell me any different at the time either, but it felt different. And I'm with you, bro. I think it was, if I'm correct, we got to, because we was unbeaten in 10. We won 10 straight games. The 11th one was United, in it. Yeah. And I think we drew 1-1. I'm still pissed about that, by the way. Man. Origi got fouled by Rashford, in it, and they just carried on. And Lallana saved the game. So by the time we got to City, I think at that point, man, we're like, if we win the game, we go 11 points clear. Bro, I don't know what Klopp said to them, not in the change room and that, bro, but they came out like they wanted to kill City. And remember, there was a handball shot just before the first goal.
Yes.
And then we just ran up the other end and killed them, bro. And then, I was like, I was watching it in a sports cafe with just bare people, bro. I didn't even know there's Man City fans in my city, bro. And then I found out after the game there were United fans, bro. But hey, good times, bro. Man. Good times, man. You know what I mean? Give me some of the best times, man. And I've had great times with my son and my missus watching football because of that, bro. Because before that, bro, man, we're watching Roy Hodgson football with my missus, bro. I was in a dark room, bro.
Man, at the time, I could tell you where I was, man. I was renting a room. I had just moved back to where I'm at right now. So I was renting a room. And I had a TV, just me and my TV watching these games. And every day, man, it's like, man, come on. But then we're not talking about Roy, but when Roy beat Chelsea that day, man, I was like, whoa, okay, we are back.
Glenn Johnson goal.
Yeah. And then we lose. The following match, we lose to Wigan. I was like, come on, what's going on here? But
That was a screamer, by the way.
bro.
Yeah,
And
he sent Ashley Cole packing, bro.
A screamer.
I mean, Ents, your favorite match when it comes to Klopp's era?
There's only one, bro. Barcelona, bro. We can't look past that.
Man, as I said, that one sits by itself. You know,
because you got over the history of Liverpool. You got beating West Ham in the FA Cup. You got the MP Arcos one. You got the comeback in the AC Milan one. You got the Dortmund 4-3, on the Klopp as well. And then you've got the Barcelona one. That one is different because even to this day, I watch it back, I have the same feeling as if I don't even know the result. I'm watching the game as if like, oh my days, we need to score. No other game I've had in ages has made me feel that way. It used to be the Champions League 3-3, and then we won on pens. But this one was different, bro. This one I'm sitting there and I'm getting goosebumps, and I'm seeing the press, and I'm seeing the hunger, I'm seeing the desire from the team, I'm seeing everything, man. That Klopp, and that when I look at it, bro, that's no Bobby. There's no Salah in that. I'm like, if them man they were playing on the day Barcelona, it might have been 6 or 7, bro. Like that's all I'm saying, innit? You're lucky it was only the 4 and that, but yeah, that game, man, still gives me goosebumps to this day when I watch it, man. And as I said, I still watch it, and I
still watch it.
It's like it's not even like I don't even know the score. Like I don't even know we win.
Yeah, Enz is right, man. Every time I see Messi, there's a couple bodies he has in that, and I listen say that. I'm watching it back. It's making me nervous. I'm like, brother, I already know what's gonna happen.
I know
it's when you watch the highlights and you're like, oh my god, if they score, we're out. You already know the score.
I think literally that game, Liverpool, if Barca would have scored, we would have scored 2 more goals. We were like, bro, this how I was out of the office. I walked to our deli to go get a sandwich, try to catch the match. I went there was too many people. So by the time I'm sitting down, the Origi first goal is going in. So I'm like, okay. I didn't eat the sandwich because I know I would choke. No Diddy. I would have did something, and then I'll be like out here. But when the second goal went in, I screamed so loud. Everybody in the office was like, "What's wrong with you?" Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, it's ridiculous. People forget how good we play because obviously the biggest moment ends up being Origi and Trent, in it. But like Fabinho, bro, he marshaled the midfield. And Messi's on the pitch, bro. Like when it's the best football in the world is on the pitch, bro.
Yeah,
he got booked early on as well.
Rob was pushing him in the head and that, bro, like bullying him. You got the ball. The ball boy swears at Messi, bro. I was in stitches, bro. I'm like, yeah, even the little Scouse ball boy's on it today. He said, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Messi. After the game, I want your shirt, but right now, bon you, Messi, bro. I ain't trying to see it, bro. Coutinho looked depressed. Suarez looked confused. Seeing Suarez and Coutinho in that team made me feel better, bro. I'm like, yeah, blood, you left us in it. This is what happened. I loved it, bro. And those was great performances all around and that. And I got so nervous once it got to 4-0. Before 4-0, I wasn't nervous. Once we got the 4th goal.
Because if they score one, that messes up.
Bro, they needed one goal. Wijnaldum's goal was in the 56th minute, bro. You know how long that is left to the game against Barcelona? I'm like, nah, bro. They're going to score, man. You don't get games where Barcelona don't score goals on it. Like, they lose, but they score in every game, bro. And I watched, I don't know if you saw this, and if you haven't, it's on YouTube now. I think it's Redman TV interviewing everyone, but there's the interview with the coach and Peter, and he's talking about the Barca game, and he was like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "How did you do that against Barca?" He's like, "Oh, it's kind of funny because I went back and watched, like, I found some random Barcelona games from the season before when they lost to Roma." And it's like, it's like, bro, when you hear him talk about it, that's elite coaching, bro. Because when he's like, he said, I know what happens when they start losing games. Messi gets frustrated, and if he gets frustrated and his head drops and that, he starts arguing with people because they kept trying to play the long ball up to him. So he's like, I knew that if we can get ahead, this wouldn't. I was like, oh my god, this is cold, bro. I love hearing stuff like that. Man, bro. And he said as well, this is amazing. He said, obviously, we didn't train Trent to do that corner, but he said we did train on Barcelona's corners. That's why he said that's why in the game you would have all noticed that we kept swapping Shaqiri and Trent every corner. And he said we've done it because he said that we know that if it's a left footer from the right side, Barca set up different. He said they set up different every single time, and he said the reason why they got caught out is because this is the one time. Well, this is the one time when Shaqiri was supposed to swap with Trent, and he didn't because Trent just took it quick, innit? So that actually worked. I'm like, nah, bro, that's cold, man. I think that's amazing. That's cold. And obviously they're all leaving, and so that's the reason why I said that, because they obviously Klopp's leaving, but there's a whole lot of staff going with them and that, bro.
This is the thing. I think I'll figure out how I'm gonna feel if I win $1 million or I win a big load of. Because when that goal went in, I didn't have any feelings. Like, I was sitting there, be like, what the hell just happened? My hands was up, but I was like, what's going on right now? Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? And then when that whistle goes off, man, it was like a big weight has gotten off. But the guy that I actually, Fabinho, never got enough credit for that game. Even the commentator was like, you playing Barcelona, you playing against Suarez and Messi. You had a yellow card in the first 10 minutes?
First 10 minutes, yeah.
And he still balled out, and he was very, very, very like, wow. Yeah, so with me, that game, honestly, I don't want to see that kind of game again, because, as I'm aging, my heart can deal with that kind of situation, because take care of business. But that was one of my favorite things with Liverpool. Now, one thing that I wanted to say, and we'll go real quick, Klopp has done a lot for the league. Yeah. Rival fans are not going to give him that credit until maybe down the road, maybe 10 years down the road, when things start to make sense, where everybody has come down. Then they'll be like, oh yeah, Klopp did this, Klopp did that, Klopp did that. I can list a few. He was the person who whined enough for us to be able to get that 5 substitution. They did it for 1 year. They said, no, we're going back to 3. He's the one who whined enough for us to get those breaks in December, because
the international break.
It did not make no sense, right? Player safety. He was big in that. Now let's go into the tactical side. Yes, a lot of people want to give Pep the credit. Pep deserves it. We've seen what he's doing, whether he's cheating or not. But you can't tell me Klopp hasn't changed the way people defend. People be like, why you gotta say that? Now you look at every team, there's a Virgil type and there's a Matip or Konate type.
Sure.
You see what I mean? And then when it comes to the pressing of the game, last time I was telling you guys to read that article that I said that EPL now presses more than it used to be 10 years ago before Klopp got here. It had the exponentially, they said it used to be about 3.5 press a game. Now it went up to about close to 6 per game. So they won't give him his credit, because everybody wants to give it to Pep, because Pep is winning and winning and winning. But Klopp and Pep have changed the EPL. Look at how Liverpool and City plays, and everybody, besides the Barcelona game, the next game, everybody said it's a City game. It's one of the City games, and Klopp was the manager, right? Arsenal had the opportunity to do the same thing, and we saw what happened, and they thought, oh, we just don't need to lose. No, you need to beat these guys to win the league. So with me, this is what I'm saying, that Klopp changed the EPL, just like Arsene Wenger changed the EPL with healthy living. The players being more fitter. You see what I'm saying? So tactics too.
I think you're saying that's fair, man. I think you're saying that's fair, because I think as soon as something what you just said, as soon as you say that to other people, they get their back gets up and like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? Yeah.
What do you mean Klopp's better than Pep? Like, you never said that. Like you just said, Fergie's had a better career than Wenger, but Wenger still changed the league. So you are right in the things that you said, and you can see the identity in many teams of Pep and Klopp. You know what I mean? Everyone's doing the inverted thing and passing the ball out from the back with their goalkeeper. That's Pep, one-on-one in it. And you are right, the pressing, the way their defenders are structured and that. Arteta said that anyway in the documentary, bro. I could see, bro, he was using up all Liverpool's tactics and that, bro. Under Arteta, what have been good is almost identical to what Klopp was doing. It's just that they haven't got over the line yet, bro. But yeah, you're 100% right, man. And his thing is player welfare first. And I get it, because as football fans, everyone's allowed to be a fan differently, and so not argument, but the thing that I always end up debating with people is blah blah blah. This is all it's all about winning and blah. And I know, bro, but obviously, the there's still other things that are important around the game as well. So
yeah,
other teams are happy to take someone, like even how he's got us fans even thinking different with certain things, because we'll go now, not so much of a Klopp type player, but is he going to mess up the harmony in the dressing room and that? Because he's going to be worth it in the end. Because we're seeing different, bro. There's no that's why everyone's shocked about the Salah thing the other day, because there's no infighting in our club. There's no leaked stuff like that happens at United where Maguire said this and Rashford said this behind the scenes. We don't have that, bro. You know what I mean? There's all the togetherness and that. Them clips that we see of them, that's not fake, bro. It's not for the camera. That's just them doing normal stuff.
Yeah.
And then obviously it's helped them around the city as well, innit? I've seen quite a lot of interviews this week, and obviously I don't live in Liverpool, bro. But it's always important if that's like a basis in it of all the different football clubs. They're massive on their community and just making Liverpool better as a football club means that more people, you create more jobs and more people make money, bruv. It's simple.
Yeah.
The man won't make, bruv. Certain shops weren't there before, bruv. Did you remember the Roy Hodgson bar? Did anyone remember that bar? Do you remember Brendan's, bruv? The chip shop? You don't remember it, bruv, because it didn't exist, bruv. This is what I'm saying. And everyone's making money, but I've seen everyone just saying thank you all week, and I think it's cold, bro. And he thinks about that first. I think people get some stuff wrong because they act like because he thinks about that, Pep doesn't think about this, and this guy's no. He loves football, bro. Trust me.
Yeah.
Just that he knows there's some stuff bigger than football, and as a football fan, you don't always like it because you're just there to be a fanatic in it. That's why you know what I mean. But in the long run, when it's all said and done, we've ended up having the best of both worlds, innit? Communities have been built. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The club's back where it should be. Fan base is good. You know what I mean? Proper training ground. The youth setup's good. And yeah, man, we'll run it back again, brother. Now for Slot, bruv. I'm happy for him, bruv, because he comes in with no stress, bruv. There's no stress about worrying about training grounds and all that business. You know what I mean? Even with the women's team, bruv.
They're doing better.
More advantages for them because Liverpool were better, bro.
Yeah.
Seeing the women on the parade, and they weren't on no parade before. Show me the women's parade before that, bro. There was never on no parade, bro. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, is that true? The Redbird said the Feyenoord fan.
Yeah, they were singing. It was on YouTube. They were singing when he was saying his final goodbye. They were singing "Never Walk Alone."
Sick, bro. And then you got Klopp singing the Arnie Slot new anthem and that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That is such a class. Such a class that.
So kind of just to jump into the tactical things, and I think you could continue after Suberi. They said the two teams that have won more possession in the final attacking third are two teams. 2021, 2022 Liverpool, 2019 and 2020 Liverpool. 2021, 2022, we did it 287 times. 2019 and 2020, we did it 252 times. And that's literally showing how crazy Liverpool press was. For a lot of us, let's be honest, a lot of our content creators said, our press is not good, our press is not good. But 287 times, 2021, 2022, which season was that? Was it the quad season?
2021, 2022, yeah.
That's the quad season.
Yeah, because 2022, 2023 is when we did some madness.
Yeah.
Everyone decided to take the day off.
Yeah.
So kind of in terms of the tactical nuance that the manager brought to the English Premier League, what do you think it gives to his legacy? We know his legacy right now. People are not going to say it until we, the fans, will say it, but the rivals won't. But to you, what do you think? What does it say to his legacy?
I think, well, for me personally, I can't speak on what his actual legacy is because I'm not there in the city and I'm not one of the players. So I think they'll be able to give you a better answer to that. But for me, bro, I think it'll still be down to the players. It's not so much. I don't want to say not so much, but the players definitely add a lot of value to what he accomplished and what he was trying to do. Would we have played the same way if we had an actual number 9 and not a Bobby? Because Bobby is very unique in what he was doing. Like he was sacrificing a lot of his game for the two forwards. And I'm saying forward. One of them wasn't even a forward. Salah ain't no forward. I mean, he played forward for Egypt, but it's not like man's an out and out forward. So I don't know, man. I want to give some of the credit to, you know what I'm saying, the players more so that he was able to get. I know people say he turned down certain men and we could have been this if we'd have got them and all that good stuff, but his tactics, bro, I don't know, because he had Linda's there. So, like, we really don't know unless Savage can tell me, you know, who's owning some of these stuff, if it's a team, if it's a collective thing. To give the praise to one man, it's like the governor argument. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, the boss gets all the credit for the work, but who's doing the work? The man in the sweatshop, bro. Is the boss a genius because he had men in the sweatshop just sweating in that and organizing them? I don't know. Maybe Enz is the right man to ask about the tactics.
Man said sweating men in the sweatshop.
Nah, because Enz, you know what I'm trying to say though, right? You coach up the team and you have some ballers in the team. Some man might say, yo, it's because you have that man in your team because you got the LeBron. That's why you're winning. You know what I'm trying to say? Man,
you're right, but the tactics are always going to be a collective thing in football. They're always going to be a collective. Because that's like a lot. I've heard Guardiola say this week when he's talking about Arteta, is like, yeah, he knows the stuff inside out because he was the one there helping with certain things, bro. You know what I mean? So it's always going to be like that. It's like having a singer with a songwriter in it. You know what I mean?
Basically, I'm just doing a political cop out and say, give another man.
Go ahead. The man say I'm political side.
No, I think it's a bit of both, innit? It's going to be the players that you have that can actually execute the tactics you set. But at the same time, man, the coaching staff that it has setting up for different teams in terms of where the weaknesses are, where the strengths are, you have to give credit to them in that moment. The attacking side of it, obviously, we had Bufach, and he had the attacking stuff. And the reason why we were so fluid going forward. And then when he left, we had to change our game to a more all-round game with obviously Pep coming in. And that's why some signings you've seen, you're like, it's been underwhelming at times. You're like, oh, I wish this guy did the same thing Sadio did, or I wish this guy did the thing that Bobby did. At the same time, the team was changing and evolving, and we weren't playing in the exact same way we were playing before. So obviously, tactically, we're going to be different. We went from a team that, you know, looked at pressing high up, winning the ball closer to goal, and then executing our attacks, to a team that we wanted to retain the ball and make sure we have more possession and allow the oppositions to do more running and all of that great stuff. But it changed over time with our signings, and I think we went wrong as fans this season because every single time something didn't work, oh, Sadio would have done this. Oh, like that's the old team. That's the old way of playing. We have to look at the new way of playing, and the new way of playing states, this is the way we're going forward, and this is the way we're going to play in with this team. And it's not always going to look good, and it's not always going to look pretty. But at the same time, this team still scored a lot of goals. But the problem was defensively, we just kept conceding dead goals all the time. So all of the hard work went down the drain. Because we went from a team being able to win games 1-0, you know, to a team now we have to score 2 or 3. And that was the difference. But yeah, the pressing side will never change because it still has Klopp's signature on it. But at the same time, it's not the same type of pressing. Because I was looking at a lot of press this season, and it was like all over the place and little straight line presses. And so I'm like, bro, like that's not the way we used to press. Once one guy triggered it, we used to go pick up the pass. So who's 3 now? So Bobby would press, Mane would press the next option, Salah would press the next option. Then you'll get backed up by Genie, and it'll get backed up by Fab and Hendo. Right. And then it was just like, oh shit, what do I do with this ball now? Go long, Virgil wins it, and we just win and we play. Or they hesitate, Bobby nicks it, Salah's in. Salah nicks it, Bobby's in. Yeah. And that used to be the way. But when someone nicks it, we're like, well, so who's actually in? No one's in. We've seen a lot of the you'd say that the Liverpool type goals when we were attacking from deep, when we've won it from a corner or won it from them overplaying it. You weren't high up this season. I can't remember many goals where we went high up and then we executed. But I do remember when we win it from deep and then it's counter because the team is overcommitted, then we've had the 5v1, the 3v2, all of those things, and we didn't execute it then as well. But the team is different, man. But having the new manager coming in, listen, I don't know what that's going to look like, but I look cold still.
Yeah, man. K-Mac, what about you, man? You looking at Klopp, what he brought to the league. It's not just Liverpool. He brought to the league because when you watch our team attacked City, it was a carbon copy of what Liverpool used to do. Before, it used to be sit, make sure they don't score, and then try to hit him on the counter attack. That's why they got 100 points one season. But
I feel
when
like
Liverpool, when Liverpool started going at City, you now realize, okay, you see that a few teams are like, okay, maybe we should try it. And I've always said, match City's energy. You don't have to play like them. You try to play like them, they're going to slaughter you. But just match their energy and then play your own game.
I feel like what he brought, and I don't want to be a cliche, but I feel like what he brought belief, and the team believed that they could beat anyone on any given day, and they didn't really feel like an opposition was any threat for them. And you've got to put that down to the focus and what's going on the training pitch, and that build up to that. To those 3 years where we were just unstoppable, like we were the best team in the world. We even won the trophy to prove it. I just thought that was special. Like we were just unstoppable. We were just steamrolling teams. Like it was just the momentum was just unforgiving on anybody.
Yeah,
and we had like an 18 players. Maybe even less.
And the same players went
every
at
single one of them had such a big part to play, whether they were substitutes, whether they were, in the first team, whatever. Like, and that's what Klopp brought. But that's also what Buvac brought. That's what Buvac brought. And when he left, I felt like the team went from one way of doing things to just fitness orientated, as in we will just work harder. We will just run more. We will just do more. And that's when we got all of the people from Bayern Munich, all the fitness team. And we changed. We changed from that relentless, I don't know, like there was just something else there. There was like it was like a mindset was different.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to put your finger on it. But it's like everybody was the best in their position. And they knew they were like I am the best right back in the world right now. I'm just gonna boss you, like whoever you are, like and the left back and the centre back and the midfield. It was just everywhere. And when Buvac left, I felt that disappeared. But players still had talent, and there was still brilliant tactics, and there were still things that were great. But I just felt that side of it kind of went away, and we had to find a new way. And I felt that's where the whole fitness thing came in, where players had to look after their bodies better, they ate better, all of that kind of changed. But then that's also when everybody started getting injured because everyone was being run so much because we had new fitness people.
And I have a question, and this to everybody. I have a question here. Today on my side, the commentator who was saying, he said, if you don't like watching, what you are watching, which was at the time Liverpool have the ball, moving the ball, right? He said, if you don't like watching this, if you don't like this, then I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. And you guys could be my witness. There's been Liverpool fans who say, even our top, we were not playing good football.
Yeah, because football, the way people play football is subjective, isn't it? So people have their own styles of what they like and stuff.
Yeah.
I always feel a little bit different for whatever club if I'm emotionally attached to a club, then the style that I like is winning, bro. I'll be honest. Like I couldn't give it. If we go and do the Chelsea Conte thing and win every game 1-0, safe. Yeah, I don't care. Because your question was what's Klopp's legacy, and I fear everyone just gave the legacy to somebody else. I don't. So yeah. But Klopp's legacy, man, you can just see it, bro. It's the DNA of Liverpool now, isn't it? That DNA that I didn't grow up with, bro. I mean, obviously, people with a certain age would have been part of the other DNA of Liverpool, which is great. But our DNA before was a bit like it was all. Our DNA before was struggling, bro. And that's what it's like. And obviously, we've had great managers in between, and we've had tacticians. We've had like people like Benitez and that great tactician. No warmth to him, ice cold, and that. The from what I've heard from the players themselves, so I'm not making. They said that man management wasn't his thing, bro. Like he was trash with it.
You know I didn't know that was the question, by the way. Sorry. What's Klopp's legacy?
No, yeah, he said what. Yeah, he said what was Klopp's
it was so long ago.
Yeah.
Klopp's legacy for me is
carry on.
Is just the way Liverpool are now. Like the way we are going to
That's
be.
A very good answer.
Like a manager to come in. A manager to come in and to just revolutionize everything from top to bottom. So it's so standardized, as in the academy to the first team, the women's team looks like that's going to be in the same kind of mold. You know, just things that Klopp did. Like he came in day one and he learnt everybody's name in the actual building. And then he started to find out that none of the players knew who these people were. So he made every player learn everybody's name in the club.
Good.
So they all learned who they were working with. And those things, the small things, but, you know, even in your workplace, that gets you a long way. Like,
of course.
It makes you friends and, it a more family unit, you know, everyone's close knit together, everyone's fighting together. You know what I mean? And just the way everything was today, like handing out plaques and everybody getting the Guard of Honor, just those kind of things, they just don't happen anywhere. It's a rare thing. And he's made that just a normal thing now. And hopefully that carries on to the next guy. Because if it does, then the transition isn't going to be as big as we think it's going to be. Liverpool's just classy. He's class. And one of the biggest things for me, his legacy, is Trent. He made Trent. Simple as that.
I like that. I like that because that's kind of what my answer was going as well. Like, it's true what came out. His legacy is everything you saw after the final whistle went today. Yeah, you see him jog backstage and shake everyone's hand, even the stewards and that, bro. That's his legacy, bro. He doesn't want anyone to feel more important than anybody else, bro. And that's why they all went and put the same hoodies on. Remember, they could have wore like Klopp hoodies today, bro. I heard him talking about the podium and stuff that they put in training, and he was like, "Yo, it had his name on it." He's like, "Why's he got my name on it, bro? Like it's all of us." And brother, I love that, man, because that's how it should be. But when he came in, there was some stuff that people were laughing at. Remember, we drew West Brom and we did the thing with. The reason why I wasn't laughing is because I'm a Dortmund guy in it, so I know that's normal, bro. That's normal. After games of Dortmund, bro, you go over to the fans, you sit down on the floor like you're in a classroom, and you just go silent, and you acknowledge the fans that, yo, you came, paid your money, we're gonna acknowledge you and leave on it. It's lasting what K-Mac said. So now, it's no one thinks about it anymore. It's normal, and I think you're right, K-Mac. As I said, I don't know anything about Slot. I've watched one final game this season, which was the one yesterday's one, and. Yeah, from what I see with them and knowing about them kind of fan base and stuff like that, I don't think it will be a hard transition at all, bro. I watched their like ceremony when they won the league and how the parade was. Look like Liverpool, bro. If you look, what building was on it. Yeah. And I was like, this is why they've picked him, innit?
That's why they picked him. Yeah,
exactly. Everyone can moan about, we wanted this guy, and I'm like, but they've obviously always got an idea in their head, and it seems like, you know what I mean. And if that works, then we're in for good times, man. It should be dope. And as I said, Slot has to work himself. You know what I mean? He has to put his own identity in certain areas. But he doesn't have as much to do as when Klopp came in, bro. He's not changing a bunch. He's not changing. To be fair, not going to disrespect the whole team, but they just weren't good enough. They were good enough for Europa League to get to that level. They lost in the final, but that was their level. Now we're in that spot where it's like, we should be there or thereabouts. Can we get over the line now? And I think Klopp saying that it's like new things are good, change is good, hearing new voices is good. He said all these things himself, and you know what I mean, the new ideas. And he said, and one thing I liked what Klopp said. He said, "Listen, could I have done?" I think he said, like, could I have done better at Liverpool? He said, yeah. He said, could I have done more? He said, no, bro. That's why he's tired. And I get what he's meaning. It was like, him himself, everyone's got like their own ceiling on it where they get to.
Right.
And he's saying like, I don't feel like I could have done any more. I could have done better, obviously, but I couldn't have, and that's fine, bro. Now you got a new fresh guy to come in, Kingpin and that, bro. Wilson Fist. Yeah, I'm ready for it, bro. It should be dope. Klopp's legacy cemented, bro. It's all around Liverpool. When you go around Liverpool town centre, you'll see Klopp's legacy. It's everywhere, bro.
The thing you just said there as well. The thing you just said there as well about where Liverpool's at. You just have to look at the league. Like, we finished on 82 points. Aston Villa finished on 68, and they were fourth. Like, there was a huge gap in the league between.
I think this is the first time
Yeah.
3 teams have gone over 80 points.
Yeah.
And guess what? Big up to Kwanzaa. When Kwanzaa scored that goal, he had broken the new record.
Yeah, he did.
For the season. So big up to him. I don't know if it was broken up again because I knew
1023.
Yeah. Crystal Palace have turned Mateta into the new Drogba or something like that. But let's give a little bit shout out to our new manager coming up, Slot. And I've seen some people on Twitter, not that they hate it, but they feel certain way because this guy says, I want the money, I want that position, I want to go there. And guess what? I'm not going to wait for anybody to announce anything. I just signed the contract a few hours ago. Some people are like, man, that's not how you're supposed to do it. And I'm going off with what Savage just said when Klopp first day where we drew, is it 3-3 against West Brom?
Yeah.
It was different. It was different. For some people, they were like, oh, that's cringe. Why are people scared of change, man? I mean, this guy, I like the way he's going about it, saying that I want the pressure.
Bro?
This is what I want. I want the pressure. Bring it. I want the job. I know I'm not supposed to be saying this while I'm at my old job, but guess what? I want that job. I'm going to apply for that job. And guess what? I just signed a contract for the new job before the new job even announced it to the rest of the world, like how everybody usually does. And do you want to start, or can you want to start?
Yeah, no, I'll start with that one.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man, it could be I wanted Alonso. I'm not gonna pretend I didn't want him in the first place. But then once he said, nah, I don't want the job, or you know what I mean? I'm like, bro, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean? And I get it. You can't convince everyone to take a job in it. But I realize that could be one or two things. Either you feel you're not ready, or you're scared of taking over from a man that, you know, set such a high bar in a club, and you're like, bro, I can't match that. Or you want to stay true and go another season with the team that you built. But when I saw, obviously, Amarin, the next one that was on the list, and then he's man's 12 for West Ham, and I was like, bro, what this guy, bro? What do you mean going to meetings? Then he had to apologize to his fans because he decided to go and have meetings with other clubs. And then like, as soon as he was linked, he was like, yep, give me the job now. I want that. I'm like, big man, you know, it's not an easy. Like, it's not easy. No, I don't care. I want the job. Give me it. I'll show you what I can do.
Yeah.
Doing the research, everyone has obviously gone out there with a magnifying glass and started checking on him, see what he's about. And then, bro, people are telling you his style is a combination of everyone that he loves, bro. He's telling you the managers that he respects, and his style is within that. And I'm hearing, you know, this guy changing tactically for games, and not only that, he will adjust if he needs to. He'll go defensive if he needs to. He'll go attacking if he needs to. And then the style of football, I'm like, this is mad, you know. And then when he said that, oh yeah, now I'll just announce it myself. I love it, bro. And then you see how Klopp announced him.
Yes,
I said enough for me, bro. Klopp said,
I think them two been talking. I think them two been talking, and Klopp has been saying,
of course.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I hope Klopp's giving him tips on how to do his press conference.
I don't think you have to, bro.
I don't think you have to because this guy knows how to talk.
Yeah, he's cold in his press conferences as well.
Sick.
Yeah, Barry, you in? You want to jump in?
Yeah. I don't know nothing about the new guy. Honestly, I don't care. I feel like with Slot, it's the exact opposite of what Klopp had. So with Slot, it's with Slot,
okay?
Sorry.
No, with Slot, he had better players than Klopp.
Yeah,
I'm trying to say. So it's like I said, it's the opposite. We got better players with, I'm gonna say, an unknown manager, and then with Klopp, we had a known manager with just some, I'm gonna say, unknown players, fam. Because some of these, bro, good you guys, bro. So anyway, so that's how I feel about it. So with him, it's not like worry or don't care or none of that stuff. It's just like, bro, with the players we have, barring, you know, 3 that I think, all right, maybe this is the end for them as well with the regime or the, you know, the reign of Klopp.
Yeah.
Bro, man still got a solid 16 players he can do something with, bro. All he has to do is find something that works with all 16 of them, and we should be all right. If he adds 2 good ones to the bunch, dope. So he's in a better position, man. Think about it. He gets a team that win a trophy and is one of the top 3 teams in the league at the moment. It's a very good, it's a very good thing right there, man. Very good thing right there, bro. So with Slot, I'm calm, bro. Calm with the Slot thing, man.
Yes, sir. Okay, Mike.
I'm trying to work out if Ends, Colonel, and Savage are all playing on the same game together.
I think so.
I'm trying to work out whether they are.
Did my squeal give it away, bro?
You're both quiet at the same time.
No, it's Zabiri, bro, because apparently he's playing DM, so he's obviously not a Klopp player, and he doesn't have to hold his position in that.
Okay.
Bro, we need to score, fam. So you know what I'm saying? The 2 8s, I don't see them driving in the box.
Don't do that. You're playing terrible, bro. Don't do that.
But yeah, sorry, Quasi, go ahead, man.
Yeah, go ahead, K-Mike.
What was the question? Sorry, mate.
I was just saying, this guy. I was talking about Slot, how the man announced himself from day one, like, and elaborate even better than what I did.
Mate,
yeah,
mate. If I literally got an email from LFC TV and they went, you know what, we love your content. Will you come on our channel? I tell everyone.
They said, I want the job, bro. You be shouting it from the high heaven. Now I want the job. You'll be like, I don't know, maybe.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I'm good enough. I might want to stay and carry on. Bro, shut up, man. Hey, Gonzo, on you, bro.
Yourself.
Choose Liverpool. You don't want us, we don't want you. Simple as.
That's it.
Yeah, people forget how exciting it is, bro. It's Liverpool, bro. Well, what better job do you think he's gonna get? Liverpool, bro. So of course it's exciting. I love it, bro. I think
he must be sat here now going, oh God, I made such a good choice by turning down Tottenham and Chelsea.
Yeah.
Liverpool was next.
And Tottenham too.
Hey, I tell you who's upset, bro. Amarim Donny, but you're going to twerk for West Ham.
Oh man.
Bro, the man's next press conference, he had to apologize to his fan base. Oh, I'm sorry, my players. Obviously, I shouldn't have gone and met them. And
he said he told the club knew he was going there. And this is the part where I'm happy that the structure is back. Right?
You know what happened with Amarin, don't you? That this all got announced. It was actually the club president that messed up his managerial appointment.
No, it wasn't the club president. That's just trying to make them save face. The guy was everybody knew Liverpool was talking to him.
Of course.
And at the same time talking to Alonso. Alonso realized that, okay, I'm not ready yet. I'm going to stay. Right?
Big club, bro.
Big club. This guy said, I want more money. Liverpool was working with him saying, we have a few other people, but right now it seems like you are the kind of the next one that you may have the job. And you decide, I'm going to you let West Ham get you a jet. What's it got to do with the manager? The president. The president didn't say, hey, West Ham, bring a jet to come get this guy.
No. This has already come out. So we agreed a compensation package with the sporting president. It's like 8 million. I think it was like 8 million in the end.
Right.
And all of this was confirmed. It was all agreed. And then the president turned around and said, "No, I want double," and it went up to like 20 million. And we walked away, and then we went to our next target, which was Slot.
This is the reason why. This is the reason why I don't.
And then he went twerking, But West Ham were never going to pay the package.
That's why the story is very shaky, because, like you said, if Liverpool said you want to, if Liverpool said you want to show up, do you want to show up on their podcast? And I'm like, nah. He has a contract with me. He told me he's going to show up on today's show. What are you going to do? You will say, you know what? I resign because you want to go there.
Honestly, put it in the chat. They're only wanted 20 million. Yeah, that's the reason why.
You know, so
he agreed. He agreed on 10 million or 8 million, and then changed his mind. And we're like, okay, so Edwards is like, okay, then. So we agreed.
Why are you going to West Ham thinking that West Ham
say 30?
Why are you going to West Ham to think that West Ham is going to pay?
This was after it.
Anyway.
Yeah, but after they said they won 20, why would you think West Ham was going to pay 20?
Yeah.
No, but they didn't know that. West Ham obviously didn't know that.
Nah,
surely they would have put it in there, bro. Man can't be you can't tell us one thing and would have gone to West Ham and charge more. I hear it still.
Yeah.
Listen, it's about 30 mil.
Because and this is the reason why I'm still kind of debating this story, because I think the president is just trying to stay safe, stay face to help the kid out. Because I'm slow. When Liverpool went to talk to them, they were not fully agreeing with the terms that we were in, but he was pushing, said no. He said, I would think they will come to an agreement. When somebody says that, that means he has called them up and said, bro, I want to go there, so whatever it takes. The only reason why they haven't agreed with anything, they haven't signed the announcement, is because they're trying to get some of his staff to come with it, and they saying no. But nah, man, Amarim, he messed up. If you want to go to Liverpool, you tell the president, bro, I won you a league. Make it happen. He did not. He decided that, I'm going to go over there, put pressure on Liverpool, or whether if it's true, Liverpool paid their 20 million. Everyone's looking at you like, bro, who are you? So I'm glad that the structure is back. I think that shows even our team that, we're not going to deal with this type of nonsense. If your agent keep coming around talking about I want more money, it's not happening. A deal is a deal. And that's one thing that I like about Klopp. When he resigned his contract, what did he do? He didn't even ask for more money. He wanted his peoples to get more money. And that's exactly why he signed. He gave them more money.
He did get more money.
What's that?
He did get more money.
No, he did get more money, but he could have asked for more than what he deserved, because the guy had just come back from a quad.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. But Amorim, I think he screwed himself. He has to wait. I mean, he is still one of the youngest and upcoming managers, but I think he would have done. What's the name? Zuberi had a debate with a gentleman who said Amorim is the only one who could have beaten Pep in the league. So
no, don't take my name like that. I ain't debating no one from.
I didn't say you said it. I said somebody told you.
You said I had a debate. I didn't have no debate, bro. Man voiced his what he said. Man said what was on his mind. Said I can't change it. I wasn't trying to debate, man, bro. Man just said something that was stupid, and I checked him on his stupidity, bro. That's not a debate. Debate is when he brings a valid argument. I'll bring a counter argument. I was just countering man bullshit, bro. You know me, cause you're not gonna say shit, and I won't check it. So no, I wasn't debating him, bro. I've never had an Amorim debate. I can't debate something I don't know.
Right.
That's why these flat earth men thinking they're astrophysicists and that, bro. Shut up, man. But anyway, I think one thing we're forgetting to say, and I just want to be the one to say it. I'm actually relieved that Klopp is leaving on his own terms. Like, he could have got sacked.
True.
We all know he could have got sacked.
Yep, he said it himself.
Sacking a manager like that,
it's embarrassing.
Like it would have left a weird gray area for debate up. Like, did we sack him too early? Did we sack him too late? And that might have overshadowed his actual legacy.
Yeah.
So him, throwing in the towel and go, look, man, there's only one way out of this club, and it's off a cliff. You know what I'm trying to say? Probably getting a BJ type of one of them ones, bro. Going out, you know what I'm saying? Busting off in that. Like, you're going up in flames. There's no clean exit to a club like this. Think about it, man. The Wengers and them, man, bro. There was a moment, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they regret it or not, but there was a moment they probably look back and go, should have left at that time, See how Fergie did it, bro. Won the league and was like, that's it for me, man. So,
yeah. And I think
trophy, it's not the greatest exit, but at least man's leaving with a trophy, bro. And all the other trophies. So, you know what I'm saying? Fair play to him. I'm glad it went that way. If anyone is still feeling unsatisfied, you're not realistic. You're going against a man saying, I'm giving you everything.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, runners up
and one of each trophy minus the Carabao Cup.
Mm.
That's my best. You can't say, nah, it's not your best, because if the stars would align on this day, and like man said he gave his best, just respect that. Man say he's tired, respect that.
Respect it, yeah. Facts.
And to me, it's not the perfect ending, but it's probably one of the better ones. Of all the ways this thing could have ended, I'm glad this is how it's ended. You know what I mean? Him getting sacked, bro. Jesus Christ, bro. You see him being here and Arsenal, forcing a 7-0 upon us, fam, under his watch. I mean, it's better than if Villa did that little 4 ricochet 7-2 goals, but not one of the big teams, you know what I mean? So, and you know how many managers he got sacked as well?
Man.
So, man, get out of there before you get sacked, bro.
That's true.
I totally agree. What Zerbi's saying there as well, man. Absolutely. Zuberi's saying absolutely.
Wait, did you call Zuberi deserving?
Yeah, I did. I did call him deserving.
I was like, wait, what?
The man called, bro. Man fixed it, and you still checked it.
Oh, man.
Okay, I can't even talk now. No, I couldn't imagine hearing the crowd boo Klopp like at a game.
No.
Like it's never happened. Like I couldn't imagine it like that. I mean, I was in the crowd. I was in the crowd when Graham Souness got booed and they started shouting, "You're getting sacked in the morning," and then Souness out, and then he got sacked the next day.
Yeah,
and I kind of I've experienced that in a crowd, and then the next day the manager's being sacked. I just couldn't imagine Klopp being booed, and if it did happen to him, how he'd react with it. I don't know. He went on his own terms, which I think is perfect.
He came on his own terms. I mean, if you listen to the interview, he was. I've been saying this, and people said, "No, we wanted Ancelotti." No, he said Ian Ayre asked him when he was in Dortmund, and he said, "I'm not ready yet."
Yeah,
he came on his own term. Now he's leaving, grand opening, grand closing. And, not like Zuberi said, not too many managers in EPL has got that kind of. Arsene Wenger was pushed out.
Yeah.
He didn't leave on his own term. He said, I resigned, but that was because the fans literally pushed him out. Ferguson is the only one who left on his own term.
Only one.
Only one. Mourinho, how many times did he get fired after winning something? So, and that's class from Liverpool. I want to give big up to the Liverpool fans because today they welcomed the team like we were playing in the Champions League final or something. I mean, I don't know if people saw the outside shot when the bus was coming in.
Yeah.
There were fans outside.
Insane. It's like the Beatles. Like the Beatles were in town.
Yeah. So I think it shows the class of Liverpool fans. Yes, we got some undesirable type of fans, but when it comes to class, I always pick Liverpool fans over any fans that I've seen. And I think Liverpool, Zuberi is 100% right. It's great that he's leaving on his own terms. And also, the owners came in. How many times have you seen a manager leaving and the owners came in and say bye-bye?
Yeah.
Seeing that as well kind of puts the rumors to bed as well. The fact that he may well have been asked to leave. Looking at the way he was with the owners. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy that those rumors to begin with when Klopp kept telling us.
Yeah.
Klopp kept telling us everything was fine. And everyone's like, I think they're kicking him out. Remember, he told you he's fine. You've seen him hugging all of their kids, the wives, bro. They're fine, bro. They've got a good relationship. Yep. Just take it on face value, bro. Like, Klopp told you, bro. I didn't finish 1 point behind City because of FSG, bro. Because what do you want FSG to spend another £5, bro? Another £5. Come on, man.
I mean, at this point, all the FSG out people who were calling some of us what top reds or whatever the names they were calling us, y'all look foolish right now because this man has been class from day one. And yes, you could always spend money. You could always spend money, but spending money doesn't bring success. Look at Chelsea. You know,
Exactly.
so, but coming back to Klopp, and I think we'll use that to, if there's one thing to remember him by, what will it be for you guys?
He was a great human being, man. After football talks, bro.
Thank you.
Not gonna lie. I don't want to pull them all up, but very rarely I'm impressed by another human being that that's not, you know what I'm saying, littered with melanin throughout their body and that, bro. So he was a great human being, man. He really transcended sport. He really looked after the players in a way that I don't remember. I'm not saying there isn't, but I don't remember another manager pushing for the players the way he did and talk about their well-being and looking after him. And it's kind of weird because people will slate him for the double session as if he's the only one running. He doesn't care about their legs and stuff like that. So beyond the football and stuff, man, great human being. No scandals, no nightclubs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he might have a little drinking problem, but so do I. But other than that, no, man was solid, bro. I don't hear nothing about man with the pipe, no rehab, none of that great stuff, man. And I'll even go further to say I think it was his mom or his dad during COVID that, you know what I'm saying, passed
his mom.
Rest in peace and blessings and that. Bro, it take a real militant mind to go, you know what, I lost a loved one, but I got a job to be done.
And keep going.
Granted, it's just football, and I'm saying it's just football because I would have packed that shit up, fam. I would have packed it up. No, I'd have packed it up, bro. It's not like I'm out there fighting wars, preventing countries from invading other countries or nothing like that, or I'm doing a project that's going to transcend the world to Mars, where I'm like, you know what, I have to finish this project because it's going to affect generations to come. It's just football, bro. It's a game.
Yeah.
He made a sacrifice like that for a game, bro. Nah, big up to him, man.
That's true, man. And man, what you say?
I've got to jump, guys.
What are you before you jump out? Before you jump out, what are you leaving? What is, just like Zuberi said,
the guy is just a true ambassador to football and a true ambassador to the well-being of players, and he's always going to be special to Liverpool. Like, I reckon they're probably going to create some kind of like Klopp tour, like where you can go and experience, like, you know, the 9 years that we've had with him. Like, he's just a very special person. Like, like if he doesn't get you teary and he doesn't affect you in what he does and what he says and the way he acts, then you basically AI or some kind of sicko android thing that's been made. Because this humility and is just how he is just incredible. Like like every time you listen to him, there's always something that he'll say that you go, no, yeah, that really gets me.
You away
I really
from,
understand that.
because to him, he makes you think that there's more important thing than football. Yeah.
Big up, guys.
Big up yourself, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, Ants, what do you think, man? What are you? You know, Klopp.
What am I missing? What
I mean, what will stick to you when all this said and done? Which it is. The curtain is coming down right now. What will stick in your head when it comes to Klopp? You know, Zuberi was like, he's a great human being. You know, screw the football.
I'll talk about the Premier League, man. I feel like that's the one thing I always remember, because I never thought, because looking at our team over the years and some really good players, the Fernando Torres, the Gerrards, Alonso's, you can name names, man. And even they couldn't do it, bro, in a time where you just felt like not all the teams in the Premier League were good teams. It was Man United and Arsenal before the Chelsea money came in, before Man City was even considered a team. And then he brought me the Premier League, bro. The one trophy that used to get bantered in school about, get bantered about the other teams. You know, when they're having a conversation about the Prem, you can't even get involved. You have to hide. It's like, oh yeah, man, show of hands who's won a Premier League, and they're like, is this what we're doing? Do you know what I mean? Low-key bullying in school. Do you know what I'm saying? When it comes to talking about football. But I'm glad I was able to experience it And that always hold, because as I said, I never thought we'd win it. I'm looking at, even that you look at now, Man City are dominating. So to even have won it with this Man City team about, it's a massive achievement, because it's not easy, man. Ask the Arsenal man them. You know what I mean, they're crying today. But yeah, that's for me, bro. That's the one thing that I remember him for.
Savage.
Yo, yeah. Listen, it's
sorry.
It's along the lines of what Zabiri said, because I feel like I've mellowed as a football fan under Klopp's reign and that, bro. Almost like identical to how he's mellowed out as a manager.
Yeah,
because I was a hothead on football before, bro. I'm very calm now. I'm always looking at the details. You hear me saying stuff like, "Oh yeah, like these players ain't going on the pitch just trying to be rubbish," and that, because I'm actually looking at it like, "Yo, these men are not robots, bro. And they ain't here to tap dance for man and that, bro. We're just people who want to be entertained, and we chose to choose this team, innit? So you have to understand, for me, like when I don't think people understand it. So when I say I'm a Dortmund fan, man just think that I just follow Dortmund like a little bit, bro. Me and my dad been following Dortmund. Well, he's one obviously before I was born, but since I was about 7, I patterned onto who they were and stuff like that. I remember it because of the black and lime kit, and so I followed them. And then I remember, I think it was like might have been 2007's league standing. We were trashing it. Like we finished like mid-table, like 13, 14, something like that. And and obviously Klopp was the Mainz manager. I didn't know who he was, bro. So when he come in, I just wanted any change, bro.
Yeah.
That's what, you know what I mean? I was hoping that the club wouldn't end up getting relegated and that. And I remember it, man. He goes deep. I remember the announcement. I remember when I first found out, because my son was about to be born. I was like, okay, let's see what change comes in that, bro. Then he came in, bro. And obviously back then I'm watching Dortmund press conferences with subtitles in it, because I don't know what they're saying. So I'm trying to put on the translated order. And I was like, yeah, this geezer's kind of, that's me still. It sounds calm in that, bro. Got on the pitch and I realized the man's a nut job, bro. Because back then he was like crackhead Klopp in it. Like he looked
trying to bite the head off.
Yeah, bro. And I was like, yo, he's like the mad scientist, bro. Not because of how he was at the time, just how he looked. And then I realized that, that's how he is, man. So for me, watching that, then watching him get us to like go back to back with Bayern, win both titles. Because people always want to talk about, oh, Klopp's last season, big man. His last season was the Champions League final, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's what he ended with, bro. And he got exhausted. And I know now, and he said it in his last interview, is what I was trying to tell people. He got exhausted of his players getting rubbed off him, bro. He's like, there's the level for me to get to. I can't get any further than this, because every time I build up a Lewandowski, a Goetze, any of these, man, they just get taken off me, bro. And the club can't do anything about it. But he built up the training ground stuff over there as well. The culture that we see at Liverpool now is heavily, it's Dortmund and Mainz, bro. It's like when you watch a Bundesliga game, watch the end of the game. That's us now, bro. And he works for us, man. And his the great human being part. I watch every press conference. I've watched him through COVID when no one knew what was going on in the world. You know what I mean? Some people weren't agreeing with some of the stuff he said in COVID. It's okay not to agree, because he's one of the people that he trusts the experts on certain things, isn't it?
Yeah.
But bro, I'm telling you, bro, you see where people do this bigger than football thing? I didn't know about that until Klopp, bro. You're not listening to him like before.
Perspective.
Bro, before, man would say to me, yo, there's bigger stuff in football than, you know what I mean? It's not life and death. And to me, it was, bro. Like Liverpool lost on the weekend. Bear in mind, we had like dark times. Bro, we lose on Saturday, bro.
All week, I'm upset.
Like Tuesday, bro. And if I'm at school and the man are bantering and it's Arsenal and Man U fans, I'll mash up all week till we can play them. So,
and that's if we can beat them as well, man.
100%, man. Biggest thing for Klopp is left in Zamir's right, man. Great human being in that, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone can do all the robotic thing, and I just want to win. Like, I don't understand when man will cost. I'm not dissing Guardiola, by the way, because he's cold, bro. I actually like him as a manager, but people do the moan about the money thing with Chelsea and Man City, and in the same breath tell us that they want Liverpool to be like that. Because as soon as they thought that the Qatar was going to take over, everyone's morals went out the window.
Yeah.
And man is saying to me, "Oh, don't you want to win?" And I'm like, bro, I like how Liverpool is. I like the ups and downs, bro. It's how I enjoy football. I've never been in a position to support a team that wins every week constantly, and Liverpool have done that constantly. We're doing it the right way, and now slowly promoting youth. And we've got Trent, we've got Kwanzaa, we've got Bradley, All these people coming from with Curtis and all that, bro. We've got a solid foundation. And at the end of the day, when you hear the players talk about him, no bad words in it. So you can only cover that up so much, bro. Love Guardiola, bro, but I've heard people say bad stuff about him. You know what I mean? I've not heard anyone say anything about Klopp, bro. And yeah, I love it, bro. And that's what I look for in the football manager now, man. Of course, tactics and all that stuff. That's the most important, obviously, is football. But yeah, man, you want to know that your players have been treated right in that, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you hear that your players they feel a certain way. This is bothering them in their real life, and the manager's like, yeah, I hear that, bro. But yo, score a hat trick in that car. I ain't got time for this, bro. You know what I mean? Doors open. That's what I'm on still, man. So big up Klopp, bro. It's a great way to leave. I'm looking forward to the future and that. And hopefully for Klopp, man, he just goes and he really does go and get a rest and that.
Get a rest, yeah. He does need it. He needs it.
Listen, man, you miss your mom's funeral in COVID and that, bro. So you have to be around talking about football constantly, putting on a brave face. That's what got me earlier, bro. I was fine, but when I seen him hug Alisson, bro, it just reminded me of the hug you give Alisson when Alisson's dad died, and I could see him on the pitch. I was like,
and you know, it's crazy because Alisson lost his dad, and then Klopp lost his mom.
It was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I think it was
Klopp and then Ali, whatever way it was.
Klopp, you know the crazy thing is
they both lost their parents, bro.
Yeah, you know the crazy thing is, I know it's a Klopp show, but Guardiola also lost his mom.
Yeah, he lost his mom.
The same time Klopp lost his, like literally a few days between them two.
Yeah,
you know, it's crazy. And Savage, man, like what's the name said? Pops is saying,
nah, big up, man.
You're a big up, man. You said it exactly, and I think all of you guys have said exactly the same thing. It's his human factor. Some of us agree, some of us are like, man, sometimes put it on the side, but it's very hard. That's how he is. That's how he is. He's a human being first. He worries about relationship. When he said it, so for some people, oh, what do you mean? No, that's how he is as a human being. That's how he wins.
He is, bro. I quite think of it this way, you know. We're all content creators.
Yeah.
I'm judging by who everyone has on their channels and how we're like that as well, bro. Like, remember, I'm not just inviting man because he's got football knowledge, but he's a dickhead, bro. You're not coming to my channel, bro. I don't want to be a part of that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then we don't have that thing where we're in the back office. When the show's done, we just log off and don't say anything to each other. And we're all cool with each other, bro. I'm on that still. And everyone trying to get me to compromise my morals in football just because man want the 3 points and that, bro. That's why when I'm there with ends and that, I stick to what I think, bro. I don't need you to tell me something, so I have to be angry with you because you're angry. I'm not angry, bro. It's football. I'm trying to look at solutions, bro. I'm trying to look at what really went wrong. I'm trying not to blame the player 100%. I'm not trying to blame Klopp. I'm trying to see. We don't know if this is an instruction, but this looks like it isn't, or that looks like an instruction and it didn't work. And that's all I'm looking at, bro. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to support my football club, but people are trying to turn it into this like, oh, I gotta hate my football club if they lose, and if they win, I gotta love them. That's not how I run, bro. I love my football club. So, I mean, you fall into that trap sometimes, bro. And man start talking a certain way, and I'm like, bro, I'm not talking like that just because you want me to talk like that, bro.
Right.
Let me enjoy my football, bro. And if you don't like it, then there's certain fan bases you can go to, or there's certain other Liverpool fan channels you can go to, and you can have that kind of stuff where you don't want to shout at each other and that, bro. But I'm not doing that, bro.
Yeah.
And Klopp, that's because of Klopp's good football, bro. We got us to that spot where all of us have become content creators under Klopp's reign, bro. So just tell you.
Yeah. Literally, he's the only manager we've known in the last decade.
That's it.
And the man was brought in to do a job, and he did it well. Everything else would have been extra. It would have been bonus. We want bonus. We all love bonus. But if you today look at the presentation that they gave him, that was all the trophies afforded to a manager to win, and he did it.
Doesn't it feel like people's attitude towards football now? And I can't prove this, but it's only an opinion. But sometimes I don't want to talk to man because it feels like everyone's opinion is based on how another fan base is going to make. You're so worried about being bantered and people having jokes with you, you can't take words.
Yeah,
that changes the way you speak. So, for example, if you like Nunes and you don't want him to leave, you're allowed to say you don't want him to leave and you like Nunes, bro. Just because the other fan base says that it's shit.
That's what you say is shit. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I've been like that the whole time, bro. Oh yeah, because okay, so it's always a joke on Savage because I like Henderson. My captain, bro. What you want to do? It's all, you know what I mean? So what? You don't want to enjoy the Hendo shuffle, enjoy certain things that happen in the game, and then as soon as it doesn't work anymore, I gotta hate him. I don't hate him, bro. I don't hate any Liverpool player, bro. I'm not hating them at all, bro. And whoever stays or whoever goes, bro, you stay. I'm gonna support you as a Liverpool fan. Simple. Yep. That's it for me, bro. It's not like this long thing where I have to every week I have to come on and talk rubbish about a player. No, once I've said I'm supporting you, bro, let's go in it. Let's see what you can improve on, and until you're not a Liverpool player anymore. It's very simple, man. Just don't. Big up, Pops.
Big up, Pops. Thank you so much for joining us, man. Man, go ahead, man.
I was just listening and Savage had me smiling, man. I feel like a proud dad, Savage. I feel like a proud dad, right? Nah, because at the end of it all, right? As Savage was saying, it to me, football is personal. And that's how you should feel. You just go in your box and decide, all right, this is what I like. So some people like flair players, other people like it basic. Some people like passion, some people like it robotic. Like what you like, and represent what you like. And if other people don't like what you like, don't be vexed with them.
Yeah.
Just say, well, look, this is what I like. Explain your point, and let's agree to disagree on other things.
Agreed.
That point that you made, though, Savage, that you see losing your mom, right, during COVID. And not being able to go to the funeral. Man. For me, right, I thought Klopp was actually gonna stop with football at that point.
I thought he was gonna quit.
I thought he was just gonna say, you know what, I can't manage this. Sure. I can't deal with this because the finality, right? And if you haven't lost somebody near and dear to you, it probably ain't gonna necessarily resonate at the level, right? But being able to attend the funeral of your loved one, to say that final goodbye, is one of the ultimate moments in life for you, especially if you were away when they were ill or ailing or whatever the case may be, and you didn't have the opportunity to be there to say whatever it is you wanted to say when they were about to transition. And forget football now. This is more on the human side of things.
Human level. Yeah.
Most of the fans that we talk to and or interact with, and whether they are actual fans or AI or not, to be honest, don't think of any of these things. So when you see Klopp run onto the pitch and hug Alisson, and then Alisson and Klopp share a moment at the end, all that is to do with the death of the parents and sharing moments when a man needs to be a man. And because the two of them went to cry behind closed doors that people ain't gonna see, I don't mean everybody in for crying. So whatever the emotion is that you need to get through that point in time, that moment that they shared will never be shared with anybody else.
Bro, say
you
that again.
You will never understand how feel about one another because of that situation.
Yeah.
So we will never be able to, from a distance, we might say, you know what? I could see why that happened, but you still don't understand it. So when Klopp says something like, this means more, Liverpool always talking me anymore. You don't understand what he's really talking about. And that's the problem, you know. And a lot of rival fans, what I find funny is, I listen to some City fans talking, and there's always this underlying sort of bitterness for us, which I don't get because
it's not the same.
If I were them, listen to me, let me be honest.
Yeah.
If we had just done 4 in a row, right? There's no other fan base that you're interested in, no manager, nothing. Klopp is being spoken about today. Somebody said like the Queen had passed, and they didn't say it in a complimentary manner. It was, you know, overdoing it, over the top. And then he's saying, you know what? You just don't get it. That's the problem. Then it's, oh, well, we're the media darling. And he's saying, really? That's what you think. This club.
You don't get it like that.
Hillsborough, we are the darlings of the media. After what happened. Seriously, that's what we still saying.
I think it's hate. And that's why if you Chelsea fans are notorious for this. And City fans needs to be embarrassed because nobody cares that you are winning. You are winning and winning, and people are choosing you over the other one, right? That should be an embarrassment by itself. Why should a rival fan choose you over another one? Chelsea fans are the worst one because they spend a lot of money and still can't get that that Liverpool fans had. When we say it means more, people don't get it. Even some Liverpool fans don't get it. They think it's cringe. What do you mean it means more? But like, no, you don't get it. If you go through the story of Liverpool, it feels like Hollywood wrote it. We all talk about Barcelona today. We also then you talk about the bigger one, Istanbul.
Yeah,
it's like a movie.
it's true.
They are reading movies around the story.
It's not a new movie though. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Been running for a long time, and I think that's probably the issue.
That's where the hate comes from, because it's like, why is it always them?
But I mean, if I were a City fan, right, and not my age, if I'm a younger City fan right now, if I'm a younger City fan, I don't care about any of us on screen, with all due respect, because N's older than everybody else, right? So I don't care about any of us on screen. You know how to straight out it is.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because we're effectively the historians, right? But you know what? If you're 20, let's just say you're 25, right? You don't care about the Invincibles. That's 2004. You don't care about 1999 treble winners, and you don't care about Istanbul, right? So what you've seen is your team in the last 7 years win 6 Premier Leagues. So you're creating your current history. The story that we just talked about, they've seen the Centurions, a treble winners, and now they've run the league 4 times in a row. So for us, we might say ha ha ha, and United might say ha ha ha. But Arsenal at 13 Premier League titles, looking back and all of a sudden saying, City just won their 10th title. Ooh. They've just passed Everton in 4th spot. If you're just looking at the league, all of a sudden history is being made for them as a younger fan base. So forget us now, who've seen more and thought about them.
They are very uncomfortable right
now. They're coming. Because a lot of people will say, Mr. Locke is going to join us next season. Who going to win the league next year? Pep. That's what bookmakers right now. 2 more. Bookmakers right now got Pep in there. And let's say he stays for 2 more seasons. They can say, he can win 5 and 6 in a row. That's 12. So he leaves when they're on 12, 1 behind Arsenal.
That's why we see how Arsenal fans
Where's sweat. The no history story now? You don't have any history. Where's the no history now?
Yeah, it's a silly argument. It's just like everyone has to create their own history, and some people like cancel out other people's history like it never happened. You can't.
My new fans are notorious for that.
But the funny thing is, Quasi, right? The history that was canceled for us is a sliding scale now. So in 1999, we were never compared the 1984 Liverpool side to the 99 side. Yes, it was the League Cup that we won along with the league and the Champions League, but that treble was never compared to the other treble. It was erased. So here's what the treble is. The standard has now been set. Now you didn't know what treble was until we did it, but the standard is now reset. It's the FA Cup, it's the Champions League, and it's the league. That's what the treble is. Yeah, it's the league. That's what the treble is. So forget what you did in '84. So we've erased that effectively. No problem. But 20 years on from the Invincibles and a decade on from having won the title at all as a United fan, and 25 years on from your 1999 treble, all of a sudden the sliding scale is working against you now. So what you did to us is going to happen to you very soon. Very, very soon. And the conversation becomes very difficult because Sir Alex Ferguson was the greatest. Yeah, no problem. I'm drawing a line at a point in time. When did he retire? When did he leave again? All right, cool. I can draw the line from here. Pep is the best that I've ever seen, depending on your age range again. So the argument becomes very, very different in a few more years if they continue in the vein that they're in. So it's all right to laugh now. Ha, ha, ha. But have a look at the books. Have a look at the books. The numbers are coming. You know, I'm in the numbers guy. The numbers are coming. No, they say the books. Forget the 115 and all that other stuff. Because yes, that's always going to be there. But whether they get charged or not, it's going to be something that people sort of throw on them anyway. But you know what? If you've been to the stadium, like Savage hasn't watched the final, and your team won, no one cares that they had a charge against them.
Yeah.
They don't care.
They shouldn't care. It's actually it's a boring argument. I don't even use it against them anymore.
The journey to the title this season doesn't bother them that they have 115 charges against them. They lifted the 4th title in a row today. Thank you very much.
That's it. I mean, you spinning facts, man. That's the thing that fans, even with the whole FSG out thing, right? You don't love Liverpool if you don't hate FSG. And that one didn't even come from Liverpool fans. That came from Manchester United fans because I don't want to mention that guy's channel. You guys know him. Not that I hate him. Actually, I think he does a very good content. If you don't hate the Glazers, then you are not a Man U fan. You are a Glazer lover. We're like, what? So Liverpool fans also started taking that and say, if you don't hate FSG, then you don't love Klopp, you don't love Liverpool, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, why are you copying somebody else? Why are you copying what AFTV is doing? Let them worry about themselves. We worry about us. But I mean, I can't say more than what all of you guys have said. And what I'm going to say is, I think, my brethren was sending me, send me the Steven Gerrard quote where he said there should be a statue if they haven't already. I personally believe Anfield belongs to Pursley and Shankly. But the new training center needs to be named after Klopp because he's the one who pushed it. That thing should have been done maybe last year, but he pushed it, I think, 2-3 years ahead than what the owners were actually anticipating, right? Because he said, we need this, and I want the academy to be in my eyesight so I can see what they're doing. And look what he did this year, win a trophy with the academy. That has not been said enough. We just say, oh, look at the kids. No, he won that trophy with the academy. And personally, I think that AXA training center should be called JURGEN Klopp AXA Training Center. That's what I believe. Any objections?
No objections, sir. No objections.
I second that one.
Thank you.
I still think there should be a statue out there, though, because
I will. No, put a statue at the training center. When you're walking in and you see the Jurgen giving you the fist.
It's funny, isn't it? Because in a world of only trophies and GA, once everyone starts talking about Klopp, all of a sudden you want the same thing. No, worry about your team with your trophies and because what Pop said, I don't know why you're worried about what's going on with Klopp. It's on another channel, bro. You don't have to watch it.
Exactly.
You never catch me, bro. When I was at that parade, bro, I never checked my phone once, see what Man City fans are doing, bro.
Trust.
I don't know what's going on there, bro. Yeah, I mean, yes, it's important and stuff like that, but when it's all said and done, you heard Pop the cycle through all the trophies that Man City's got already. History is there to be made, bro. So I don't understand. It's not even something you can banter people with. I don't know why it bothers them. Man City do have their own history. Of course they do. They've been around,
sure.
Yeah. But like history is built, bro. You know, Liverpool didn't always have one. We got them. And that's all it is. So yeah, for a certain generation, City's history they've already got it, bro. And they're looking at everyone else like, yo, you don't even win that many trophies, but there's more to it, man. There's more to it.
His story, compare Klopp's story to Pep. The only thing Pep has is Pep has won more trophies than Klopp. But then when you want literally a true documentary story to say, let's talk about what brings football to people. I'm sorry, I might be biased, but the Liverpool
Club also biased, brother, and that's why it means more to us. That's why when Trent said it means more, that everyone got offended. Why are you getting offended? He's telling the truth. You can't tell him that he doesn't mean that to him, bro. And it's like, not every top player, but you ask these big managers, ask Mourinho, what team would you love to manage? Liverpool. Arsene Wenger, Liverpool. Henry, what team would you like to play for if you could pick? Liverpool. Okay, so there's something going on there. Don't know what it is. Something special. Gary Neville. Oh, you know what it is? When there's just something about when you get there and at the stadium and I hate it.
Peggy himself said it.
Of course, bro. Of course, like it's one of them. It's one of them, man. And don't get offended by it. It's what it is, bro.
Just means more, man. That's all it does.
Yeah. When we tell you there's a feeling you get at Anfield. I get it. You don't get it, bro. You're not a Liverpool fan, bro. But I've seen it in real time, bro. I've taken my son. I've seen his face change, bro. When he hears certain things, bro. I took my missus to the tour. She didn't really care about the football like that. Went around the tour, all of a sudden it's talking about, oh, can I get you a Liverpool top? I understand. You felt it, innit? You felt it. She saw the turnstiles from 100 years ago. It's like, oh, history, yes, blood. It's everything, bro. And that's how it is, man. We're at the end of the day, we're a family club in a positive way, bro.
That's true. I've been saying that for years.
Exactly, and the family doesn't have to be blood. So,
and sometimes family fights more than friends. But one thing that I think Pop said, I think Savage, you also said it, was the embrace the hug between Klopp and Virgil and Klopp and Ali. For some reason, I've always felt like those two guys are like his sons, like his two older sons, and Trent is like the little baby, right? I don't know if you guys remember the year that Klopp won the Manager of the Year. Virgil was fighting for the Ballon d'Or, and Ali won Goalkeeper of the Year. Please watch the documentary of when them three went to the awards.
To the awards.
Man, it hits me every single time I heard that. That's why I'm like, man, this guy can be my dad, you know. It was like the way he treats them two and the way those two treat him is like, this is our dad.
You know what it is? Because the father figure thing, when people want to use it against man, they're like, oh, this is grown men with a father figure. But what you have to understand is these are men outside of their home countries, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? For a man like Alisson, his dad was in Brazil until he passed away. Man like Virgil, they grew up with no dad, bro. We don't even like him, bro. That's why that's the reason why he has Virgil on the back of his top and not Van Dijk.
Not Van Dijk.
So all these little things what you say, bro?
Some people don't even know that, bro.
That's true.
This is what I'm saying when I'm like, people think that we're talking from a place of like, oh, I'm a cocky Liverpool fan and I think I know more. I don't think I'm more than a Liverpool fan because I know more than you, because there's someone who knows more than me, bro. But I don't just talk and not research and try and find out stuff about my club, bro. I want to know what's going on.
Right.
You know, I can't be one of these people. Oh yeah, remember when this guy said that? He didn't say it. Show me. Where was it? Where's the video? Oh no, he definitely said it. It came out. What does that mean, bro? The kickman said something. Talk to me. When did it get said? Because I watched these. I've asked man about certain Klopp interviews that people ain't watched. I've seen him. There's one with sitting down with some German lady. I think it's like a DW interview, and I heard him talk. I asked man about that. They're like, Klopp never said that. I said, I watched the interview, bro. I sat there. Watched the interview. What are you talking about? Just check out them things, bro. It's important, bro. The last couple of the interviews that he's dropped over the last week, they're very insightful.
Those are the ones. No, those are the ones.
Bro, you know, I've refused to watch it because I know I'm going to cry.
No, those are the ones.
Yeah, I've stayed away from anything Klopp because I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. I just want to say bye-bye at the final match.
Tell me, Quasi, that you weren't one of these people that watched every press conference that Klopp did leading up to matches.
I used to do that.
Now you see that, right?
Yeah.
Those are the ones you should have skipped. These are the ones to watch. Because this isn't a guarded Klopp. This isn't a Klopp saying, you know what? I hate the press conferences and I'm pissed at the refs anyway. So I'm going to say what I'm going to. Yeah. This is Klopp saying, I want to speak to Ensman and I want to speak to Savage and I want to speak to you. I've picked you to come and say, ask me what you want and I'll tell you what I have to say. So you'll hear him respond. And the other thing is, a strange thing, our fans like to quote Klopp, misquote him, and then quote him from context. So he was asked a specific question, and you take a piece of what he said, not the full thing, and say, Klopp said. I said, well, that's not exactly what he said. And the question actually was this, and this was his response to the question. So he didn't just come out and say one day, I don't like trophies, I like people. So I like to collect friendships. Because that's one of the ones that people have sadly
they're trying to use it against him.
That's the worst one yet.
Idiot, man.
People chose to take that once Liverpool was on a downfall this season when there was like 6 weeks left and we weren't playing very well. And I'm sitting there like I watched this whole interview earlier, bro. And the way it was said wasn't said like that. He even laughed when he said it.
Yes.
And he's basically just going back to his own philosophy, what he always does, where there's stuff bigger than football, bro. But when it's all said and done, it ain't the trophies that he's going to care about. And
no, it's the friendship.
It's the friendship.
I watched it twice, Savage, because I actually said to myself, am I missing the words? Did I not hear it? Not a serious quote, serious.
Yeah.
Because the number of times I saw it quoted in different chats or on different streams, I said, did I not hear it right? Because that's not what he said, and that's not what I heard. I watched it again, and I said,
it's become a quote now. After every game in the last 3 weeks,
if
we drew or lost the game, without fail in the chat, someone goes, "Oh yeah, but we didn't win." But it's about collective relationships.
But it's about relationships, yeah.
And I've asked people. I said, "Oh, did you watch the interview?" They're like, "Nah." I'm like,
nah.
I
heard someone say, yeah.
Do you remember this press conference when, I think it was after COVID, and there was talk about Bellingham and Schumann and all that. And I remember it coming back, and everyone was angry at Klopp for some reason. And it's like, oh, Klopp's calling us spoiled because blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I said, bro, I watched this press conference. There was nothing to be angry from this press conference.
Yeah.
So all he done was use an analogy of a kid getting a Ferrari or a car, and it's like I can't be spoiled and have everything. All of a sudden, Klopp called us spoiled. How out of order? What?
Now with me with him, when he came to the club, when we won the Champions League, I was like, just like the old Liverpool fan, where we gotta spend money. We are the place of power. Mbappe is coming. My manager is like, we got bills to pay. I've lost my damn mind. And then guess what? He walked the league from day one. After that, I'm like, shut the hell up and watch. Even the season that we had the injuries with the center backs, if you watch the games, we were still winning the league until that 1 month where everything fell up.
January.
1 month, bro, literally.
1 month that everything fell apart.
January. Yep.
You know, so it's, yeah, you know, as a fan, when you're in the moment, it gets to you. You say things, sometimes you'll be like, I shouldn't have said it, when you go back, right? But if you learn to look things through the manager or through what they are trying to do, whether you agreed or not, and that's one thing that I learned this year. Whether I like the tactics he's using or not, I'm like, okay, I want to see what he's trying to do. That's the reason why I was able to debate, not debate, but like support somebody like Diaz when everybody's like, no, he's not good enough. I'm like, no, bro, context. Look at both ways. Don't just say he's so bad. There's a reason, right?
Yeah,
Newness. Context. Figure it out.
But here's the thing, though, Kwasi. Sorry to cut you there. Here's the problem I have. It's never. Okay, do you see my Salah thing that I said, right?
Yeah.
At that point, no one was saying anything about Mo. There was like murmurs, like, oh, he needs to perform better, blah blah blah. But no one was saying nothing.
Yeah.
That's just me giving you my own opinion based on what I see, not based on what the media is saying, or based on whatever spaces or narratives getting dropped and whatever. I'm telling you and I'm explaining to you the reasons why. I'm not just saying I don't like Mo and we should say it. I'm telling you, I can see this. Structurally, he's not helping the team at the moment.
Right.
So he needs to be at the team. So structurally, we can play better and be a bit more controlled in the way we're playing.
Yeah.
But these other ones now, when they're telling you Diaz needs to do more, Nunes needs to do more, blah, 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 you're entitled to your opinion, but up to a point. Savage did a thing where he broke down the top teams, the ones we're competing against. And after you'd say mixed because we don't have, like, Nunes is a number 9, but he's not the guy that starts every game.
Correct.
Diaz is our left winger, but he's not the one that starts every game. When everyone's fit, we rotate, right? I think Mo is the only one. Savage did a thing where he worked out the two teams were competing against, Arsenal and Man City, compared the goals alongside their players with the goals. We had better numbers than they did.
Yep, we scored more goals this year than everybody, right?
We had better numbers. These players you don't like have better numbers. The difference is Man City fans find ways to score. Our problem was we kept conceding dumb goals. We weren't enough. We just kept conceding first. We had to then try and win the game from a goal behind. But everyone always comes in, bro, and they're like, nah, I've always said. You always said that. Like,
what's the word?
Always said that, man. Like,
I've always said it. That's the quote, and I've always said.
And that's why I said, Kwasi, every time guys in the chat, you're here because you like listening to us.
Yeah.
To a point, I guess, because sometimes we probably irritate you. But here's the thing: when guys are saying stuff, please just question it, bro. Don't nod your head and say yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full, sir. Question it.
What?
Let me hear your valid
reasons,
reasons, bro. Don't let man say things and then just accept it. Why is Diaz rubbish? If you can explain to me why he's rubbish, I'll understand you. And like what Pop said, we can then go, I see your point, you see my point. Let's agree to disagree, whatever it is, and let's move on.
And we keep on moving.
By the moment, he's shit. And then everyone nods their head and go, yeah, he's shit, man. He does. Why is he shit, though? Because you're telling me that, and that's why I said, whoever's the striker and the left winger that comes in that you guys are saying you want, make sure they have better numbers. And it's not because what I think, because I don't think the numbers are important. I think it's the way you play. And that's why with Mo, when everyone says, oh, he scored whatever. Yeah. And the reason why I want him out, it weren't because he ain't scored. It's the fact that structurally he's not great. But what's going to happen is this season, what have you heard? Diaz he's not end product. Nunes needs to score more goals because he's shit at finishing. Yeah. So please, the winger that comes in, make sure he has better end product because I need to see better numbers than the wingers that you're telling me to get rid of. And the striker needs to score more goals than the striker you're telling me to get rid of. Because if they don't do none of them two, where do you think he's going to go next?
No, bro, they won't have any argument.
It won't happen. Yeah, I agree.
So make sure these men are coming in better, because that's what you guys wanted to see more of. Don't side with me now when I'm saying Mo's out and I don't care about his goals. I need the performances. Don't side with me on that, because all of a sudden that's what they're going to do. And it's like, well, Diaz was performing, but he wasn't at the end product that you were asking for. So now you want performance, not end product. Make your mind up. What do you want? You need someone that's going to score you loads of goals and get you loads of assists, or do you want someone that's going to perform? Because Mo wasn't performing, but he was getting you that.
Yeah.
But you want both sides and all through the middle? Because structurally, I promise you, we're conceding a lot of goals if we have 3 Mo's playing.
True.
Sorry, Pop. I had to use him as an example. I don't mean it like that, but you know.
Yeah. And Pop always thought that I'm not anti-Mo. Ernst will tell you, I started mine during his show, the New Year show, and I was like, I'm concerned I didn't say because of Mo. I said we are not balanced when Mo is playing because everything is on his side. And me and G went at it. And G's like, no, but you trying to say what are you trying to say? He scored more goals than the other guys you're talking about. Start sitting on G and his stats. I'm like, brother, it's not that. I'm saying the game, the other guys are not getting the same amount of chances like Mo is getting. So Mo is on the volume side. These guys are getting 3 chances and we want them to score all 3. It's not fair. It doesn't make sense. So it's like, okay, well, he's going to AFCON, so let's see what happens when it's gone. And then I think he thought about it. He's like, even AFCON is not even enough sample size. And then I don't know whether that's because the reason why Mo ended up getting injured and ended up going out for more. But you could see that the balance. And maybe it's not more. It's not. Maybe it's not Mo's fault. Maybe it's just the players giving him too much respect.
Yeah.
By just giving him the ball way too much instead of waiting and having been in a better position and give him the ball. And like I said, when Mo is unpredictable, he's more dangerous than anybody because you can't always you can't figure him out. When he stands on one position, then he becomes very easy to figure it out. But before we get it out, ESPN is reporting that Pep hints at potential exit. He said he's closer to leaving than what do you say? Closer to leaving than staying. His contract ends in 2025.
Pep looking for some attention, man. That's all. All the attention focus on Anfield today. That's all.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
I want to see what the ratings were for like our game, and because I never expected
look at this.
TV, I didn't expect this on TV.
I heard that Sky Sports reports saying that 61% viewers were watching a Klopp's farewell.
I said that because I wanted to know.
It doesn't surprise me though.
Why is this on TV and shouldn't all the focus be on the Man City and all that?
No, because it was a foregone conclusion though.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, and Savage would have said this, I'm sure in the build-up. Everton are one of the best defensive teams. It was never going to be a walkover for Arsenal. And West Ham, especially with Jeroboam missing, Arsenal beat them 6-0. And let's be honest. We saw what West Ham was. West Ham was done. We didn't expect this. There was no real dog fight on the end of the day, last day for the title. We knew City were going to win. We knew that.
I clicked on all the Arsenal fans' channels when Foden scored. And I'm like, Foden shut down all your videos in 1 minute.
Well, I actually could have listened. When we did the 10-game show, we looked at and I said, 6 games to go. City's not losing any of those last 6 games. So if you're not ahead, which is, and that was a discussion for us, not really for Arsenal. It was more about us then.
Yeah.
With 10 games to go, when you looked at the last 6, I said, none of those 6 teams are beating City. None. And I'm not saying that like I'm an oracle or something. I'm just saying, let's be honest. We know business end of the season. We know this. We held on to hope with our fingernails clinging at everyone. Believe like Robbie and them. Believe somebody. We knew, but we've lived this. So when we say it isn't from I'm not saying that. I got friends who are Arsenal fans. My neighbors are Arsenal fans. I got a cousin and I love them because they're cool. There are a number of them on the internet and wherever that create problems for themselves. So they're in another category to me. But the people that I know, I said, well, look, here's what I think. I don't think you're going to have enough. You're going to end up just short like us, and you're going to feel the feeling that we described to you when it was kind of funny.
Yeah, we've always told them, man. I mean, Man
you're
City
going to see it.
Yeah, I think they were like unbeaten until the Real Madrid penalties. They were unbeaten in 29.
They didn't even count as a loss as well, you know, Sam, because they
that
lost.
Fuck it, they lost.
They lost.
Nah, fuck them, man. That's my
I'm with
team,
you,
man.
Savage. They lost. Take the L. Shut up.
But,
Big L. Hold that.
But then in the Prem anyway, they were on like, I think at that point they were on 17 wins and the 3 draws, and I think that's gone up to like 19 or something now. But like, they're a serious outfit, man. They're a problem, bro. And Klopp's right, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. Say what you want about the charge and that, but Pep Guardiola is Pep Guardiola, bro. Like, he knows what he's doing, bro. And this is one of them ones, man. They have to deal with it. Arsenal. Listen, happy. I said on the last show, happy anniversary, man. 20 years since the Invincibles, bro. May 15, 2004.
Well done.
Henri, Patrick Vieira against Leicester. I remember it, bro. I remember the game, bro.
Sam, I had the 4 days, bro.
Yes, bro. It's 20 years, 4 days, bro.
Oh, they already are 20, right?
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, that 30 is coming very close.
Bro, I never thought in my life, bro. While everyone was trolling us and I was getting trolled at school, I never in my life thought that it would be 20 years for Arsenal, bro.
It'll come so fast,
And
bro.
how far is Manchester United as well, sir?
But it happens the same way, Savage, though.
When was at 15,
when we
right?
lost, they're at 10 plus.
10?
11.
11.
11?
So
okay.
When we won our last title in 90, no one would have said we would have gone 30 years. In the same way, no one would have said that the Invincibles would be the last time that they win the title in 20 years. In the same way that when Fergie left, you wouldn't believe that the house that man built crumbles into the sand. No one would have believed, and it's only a decade for them, but we wouldn't have thought that United would have gone 10 years without winning the title. You would have taken a bet. Nah, not 10 years. It'll take a couple years, then they get it right. Somebody will come in, they got the money to do. It's a decade.
Yeah.
The funny thing is this: Klopp's leaving, and they're celebrating his leaving. As much as
everybody,
he only won one. I'm saying, listen to all those fans who are happy to see him leave. So ignore the fact that they say he only won one. Ignore that.
They don't mean it.
That's a cheap
They
shot.
don't mean it. They don't mean it.
They're shitting themselves everywhere that he was here.
It's been a talking point on every big publication, YouTube channel all week, and I've seen it. Tour Sports guys. I've seen loads of people on these radio stations. Every thumbnail is why Klopp's not a legend. Why this isn't a legend. He's not a Premier League legend. And I'm just laughing, going, you do know that there's not like an actual criteria. There's not a table for legends, bro. So it's going to be personal. And there's millions of Liverpool fans that think different to you. So we don't give a damn. If you just random done on a radio station, why would I care if you think he's a legend? And why would you? I don't care, bro. And everything goes back to, only one Premier League. And that's why I don't like when Liverpool fans do it.
He's been added to the tapestry. That is
they keep Liverpool fans.
Rest can shut up. We're not interested in the rest.
Exactly.
He's on that big banner at the clock next.
He's only won.
He has his own flag.
I'm like, bro, when people, I don't understand if people understand how hard football is. Don't tell me the Prem's the best league in the world and then tell me Klopp's only won one, bro. The two don't go together, bro. Don't tell me Man City is the best team and then tell me Klopp's only won one. Because it's going against everything you're saying. Is it the best or is it not? Or is the Farmers League now because you don't want to include Liverpool in there because you're a Man U or Arsenal fan and that, bro? He's won one of every trophy. Okay, tell me the last manager who done it.
Show me someone else that did that. Show me someone else that did that.
Apart from Pep Guardiola, go give me the rest of the list, bro. And
he just joined. Pep just joined though.
Exactly, but you're just gonna come back with elite managers. You won't find any bombs there, bro. You won't. It doesn't exist.
When Klopp did it, Pep hadn't done it yet. Savage, remember?
He hadn't won the Champions League.
He hadn't won the Champions League yet.
Question to the man, them. When I'm gonna ask this, when did Arsenal last win the League Cup?
So longer than when they won the fucking title, bro. At least.
No, but that's one of the things that they do on purpose as well. They devalue the League Cup because
on purpose. No, we don't care about the League Cup. We don't care about the League Cup. We don't get like, bro,
because they haven't won it many times. You look on their wall of trophies. The League Cup isn't a big number. We've got 10 of them. Like I keep saying, stop calling it the Carabao. It's not. It's the League Cup. And put some respect on it. La Decima. Thank you very much.
But listen to what Realism said.
They've got two, by the way. I was waiting for an answer, but there's a reason why nobody.
Sorry. No, two. Right. Yeah.
Sorry. Reason why nobody knows, bro.
That's why they don't care. Why they pretend they don't care. Sorry.
Realism is saying that Guardiola emotional as he talks about Klopp. I hope his farewell game was special. He deserves it. He made Liverpool recognizable. He left his stamp. People say how many titles, but the important thing is the personality. Klopp is on the level with Shankly and Paisley, and that comes from his fiercest rival. You do not write a book. You do not write a book and give one person, a manager, a whole chapter and say, this guy do not let me sleep. I'm happy he's leaving. You know what I mean? People don't get it. Arsenal Wenger never end up in Ferguson's book. I'm sure he was in, but never the whole chapter. Every Superman or every Batman needs his Joker or his Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
And what's the name? Pep knew. It's literally Pep and Klopp is like, I'll use it as an example as Magic Johnson and
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Yeah.
They left the college when they came to the NBA and brought the same thing. They both were where? Bundesliga, and they brought it to the EPL.
Yep.
And Pep have said it numerously, this guy does not allow me to sleep. He's not joking when he said that, because Pep is everything is football. Everything has to be perfect. So when he's going against another person that he said, this guy knows me in and out more than anybody else. Mourinho could not figure him out.
Yeah,
so people, the rival fans will never get it until in a couple years you watch all those people. What's your favorite word, Pops?
Revisionist history. Come on.
Oh, it's gonna be coming. We watch. Yeah. People gonna be writing books.
I just can't take it, man. When I hear
I got no time for it.
When I hear people say one of every trophy, I just look at, and it's always Liverpool fans. I'm like, what are you talking? I know you celebrated that time at Wembley. I know you did. Yeah. Like what you did, and also what they failed to do as well. And even with Guardiola, whichever manager, they're acting like Klopp came in and he started trying to win them trophies straight away on the day, bro. I'm like, bro, he had to build up a team first, bro.
No, but Savage, that's the new one. Savage, that's the new one. There's a new shit scale. So my team was shitter than your team when it's not. I'm serious. That's the one I've heard. Oh, well, Klopp's team was better than Arteta's team. Or I was like, what are we doing? Why are we doing here? Why are we doing this? Why are we engaging on a level like this?
I think there's a lot of things that, especially online, man, people need to rethink, because I'm just letting people know going into next season. I'm not having uneducated conversation with man anymore. As soon as people start waffling, allow me, bro. I'm just trying to speak to man. Because it's silly, bro. I don't even want to have this. See, this is for, on the Arsenal side, because I think Arteta is really good. I think we want to get rid of him, but I don't even like these conversations when if it's a Liverpool fan or Man U fan, like, oh well, Guardiola's Arteta's approaching this year. So does this mean that if he doesn't win it this year, he should be sacked? Or if Arne comes in next season and wins the Champions League in his first season, does that mean he's better than Klopp? What the fuck? What does that mean, bro?
Yeah,
there's just circumstance. You know, you can come in and win a double if you want. You can win the Premier and the Champions League. And when someone asks me if he's better than Klopp, and I say no, don't argue with me. I just don't think he is. I don't understand why that's a
context, Savage.
We've made this weird timescale for managers now, where it's like Arteta, the clock's ticking, because if you don't win a trophy this season, it means you're rubbish. Yeah, I mean, and remember, people said this season, if Arteta won the Prem, that means he's better than Klopp.
Yeah, uncomfortable conversations. That's what they say.
Yeah, it's not better if you've done something in a quicker time, bro, because the context is it's so important to have a proper conversation, bro.
Yeah, where's Conte? He wanted the fastest and got fired. But big up to my man Isaac here. He's a gooner. Thank Jesus they didn't win, because he would have made my life a miserable hell.
Now, bro, see decent Arsenal fans that ain't waffling all the time. Yeah, I'm not going on my phone and message any Arsenal fans, because I care about Liverpool, innit? So I don't care, bro. Because at the end of the day, when you want to sit down and have a proper conversation, not a fake one, a real one, I'm going to say, no, real talk, Arsenal. You had a great season, bro. Yes. Let's not pretend, bro. Like, you can't be embarrassed about finishing City like that, bro.
No. That's the thing. I don't know why. The reason why they feel it that way is because Arsenal fans started that type of conversation.
They set themselves up. They set
themselves up to like, oh, you bottle it. We are no, bro. City is a different, and Pep City is a different animal. And I hope they learn their lesson now. They'll be like, okay, we feel how Liverpool fans feel. We had to go to the last day.
No, but even that, Quasi, though. Sorry, go on, Savage. I
was going to say, just watch over the next week when you have a conversation with Arsenal fans now. Yeah, watch them come back with the tails between their legs, like, yeah, man, they're going to try and join in our conversation now. Yeah, man, like, I'm proud of us, man. We got certain amount of points and blah,
Coalition
blah,
Red,
blah.
Coalition Red.
They're going to start acting like, yo, their second place was the trophy, and the points tally they got was amazing. I'm just going to be like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, you're right, bruv, but you live by the gun, you die by the gun, and you tried to shoot lost Liverpool fans when we were just trying to have a good time. Now you're on camera saying all these things. So all this bottle job business, I don't even believe in this stupidness. Man, tell me that. Man, I'm talking about Arsenal got to the last game of the season. They could win and still not win the league. And you think that in my head, as an intelligent person, I think Arsenal bottled the league. I heard one of them say earlier, we bottled the league at Villa. No, you didn't. You lost the football match. It happened.
You lost to the fourth best team in the league. To the fourth best team in the league.
But they lost a football match, bro. It's there. There's a reason why losses are in the game, because you can lose, bro. You didn't bottle anything. And people move the goalpost. To me, bro, if there's a running of 5 games and you're 10 points ahead of City and don't win the league, we can talk about bottling, bro. If you're just neck and neck with them going for the title and one of you wins,
there's not gonna bother, man.
The best team won on the day, and it is what it is, bro. I don't understand. It's childish, bro.
Yeah,
it's childish, and it doesn't make any sense, bro. And if it makes everyone, even for Liverpool fans, if it makes you a lot better just running over to Arsenal fans throwing a bottle in their chat, you're a bit weird, bro. I have to be honest, bro. It's a bit strange, bro. Because you can't have a logical conversation knowing full well that they finished ahead of us in the league and pretend like the league campaign ours was better. Now, what is better is we won a trophy. I'm happy about it, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to them with the League Cup going, we've had a better season than you. But if you try and do that and talk about your thing and it's based on trophies, then yeah. And you better hope, for the Arsenal fans who are talking shit, you better hope that Man U don't beat Man City, bro. The summer for Arsenal fans is going to be long, bro.
Man, I even forget about that one. But yeah, man.
The craziest thing, bro. I want that to happen.
Oh, you want that to happen?
Yeah, just because, bro. They set themselves up. Savage is right, bro. You know how much shit we've been seeing these men say, bro. And some of you are good guys and girls and whatever, but some of you, man, are despicable, bro. Arteta wins the ties, he better than Klopp. Obviously not.
Obviously not, exactly.
Obviously not. What do you mean? But we, you one's ever done. I heard that even the commentators at some point during this, no one's really done this against, man. So the 2 times, 3 times, 4, we didn't count them. All of a sudden, the new team's about, so everyone forget about us competing.
Yeah, that's what they want to do. You know, the crazy thing is, this is what people don't get. Today, the commentator on my side said, since Pep came to City, since they started winning, not his first year, he was, they almost didn't even make it to top 4. But since he's been winning, they say they average 93 points. So if you want to win the league, you have to average 93 points. Over 93 points.
Yeah, 94.
You only have to average that if you've got a good team, bro, because it's good managers that are pushing them to that, bro. Otherwise, they'll just relax and win it on any points, bro.
Yeah, they'll win it on a young 40 and 40, but you know what I mean?
88 will be enough.
85.
Yeah.
All them points against Liverpool, them big high points they got was because Liverpool's pushing them all the way.
Because we were moving down in it,
You don't have a choice, bro.
They got 100 points. That 100 points pushed the average very high. And then 98 and 90.
98,
yeah.
Bro,
That's ridiculous.
Listen, I saw these on the channel. Foden scored. Everyone give up. It was all faded.
Done.
A couple of them was like, you know what? I rate this. Some of them said, yo, you know what? At least we got put out of our misery early in the game, bro, instead of having to
hold on to the 90th minute.
But wait, it changed, bro, because then Foden scored again. Then I was like, oh, it's over. Then Everton scored, and I was like, we're going to lose. Then they scored with Tommy Yasu, and then found out West Ham scored. And I seen all of them change. And I heard some of them I heard some of them online saying when Foden had scored, Arteta out, he can't win us the league. Once Tommy Yasu scored and West Ham had scored, that kudos bad boy overhead kick.
Oh, man.
And Caicedo scored from the halfway line, by the way. But anyway.
Yeah.
Caicedo scored from
halfway line.
Yeah. He's in his bag now. He's in his bag now.
Exactly. So once that when there's like, the league's back on it, I'm like, bro, you've got a great manager, bro. And you want to have logical conversation about Arteta, bro. He came from being a number 2 to Arsenal. He's got no
done well.
There's no previous
experience.
There's no previous experience before that, bro. This is actually kind of crazy that he's already in the title race.
He's learning on the job. He's learning on the job. And he's second best in the league.
Bro. This is Obi-Wan and Anakin, bro. Yep. This is what it is. He's learned from this, Don. Don't get me wrong. When Arteta was there, you think that Pep didn't win the league by some of Arteta's tactics? Of course he did. He's his coach. So it's, you know what I mean? But Arsenal fans don't want to have a proper conversations, and then they put themselves in this. And then
they're stuck in the Manchester United, Chelsea old school.
Of course, Quasi, trust me, I want them to get rid of Arteta, innit?
Yes.
Because if Arteta get rid of Arteta, bro, and Arteta
in January.
Who's that guy?
Get rid of Arteta. Let Arteta go to Barcelona, bro, and see what happens to Barcelona.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? Lee Gunner. I mentioned his name. He's the one who thinks that, if we bring Simone to Arsenal, he's going to start winning. I'm like, bro.
But he's not coming, though. But he's not coming, though.
Bro, that style of football is a cake.
But he's not coming
anymore. He's never coming. Yeah, I know he's not coming. Though. But you coming to a league that everybody defend. You acting like the reason why he wins in the La Liga with that style of game is because nobody defends in La Liga. Everybody's attacking. And he figured out if you start defending, you could win. He doesn't have those players anymore. That's why when he started opening up this year, how bad is he doing now? I think they're in 5th or 4th place, right?
Yeah.
Okay, come to EPL and see how it works.
The way is the Arteta, bro. He's gonna find out like I found out in terms of there's a window when you need to win a title, right?
Yeah.
Last year you would have said that was a window.
This year was his.
This season you would say there was a window. But you see, the following year they have to either do what we did and literally just annihilate
blitz the league.
Oh, here's the problem now. Liverpool will be about still. Manchester City will fix up, but they'll be about still.
Last year,
spend more money. They might.
Villa, Spurs, and Chelsea are coming back. And United can't be as bad as this season,
bro. It's gonna be
Newcastle
window.
Yeah. Oh, bro, Newcastle when they can spend money.
Bro, and guess what? What's the name? This is a team that nobody's giving them credit. I hope their chairman spend money. Crystal Palace. That manager is a
the problem they've got.
They can lose players.
I said this when he came in. Man tried to tell me I was talking rubbish. I said this about Mateta. Man tried to tell me I was talking rubbish. And I just said to them, I'm not making stuff up. I watched this manager in the Bundesliga and I watched him in the Europa League. Me and Enzo would watch along. I watched him beat Rangers. I knew how he played straight away. And I said, listen, the problem they've got is at the moment they can't get Eze and Elise back on the
fit.
As soon as the Liverpool match come on, both of them are fit to start. Elise,
look what they did to us.
Elise's got like 15 GA in like whatever many games that quick. Eze scored 2 today. Mateta scored another hat-trick. He's up there on the list already. Bro, it is a beast, bro. Like, bro, the problem they've got is Steve Parish doesn't have that.
Parish doesn't. Yeah, Parish would be the problem. I posted this on
he doesn't have the money, bro.
I said he can spend. If he spend money, it seems like this guy doesn't need that much. He just need enough to be able to be a problem. Right? He can do what Brighton.
Just be a problem.
He's a problem.
You have to sell to buy, though, innit?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The problem you've got is when this transfer window opens this season, all the players I just spoke about, Mateta might be the only one who's left, bro. Not even joking.
And they're going to lose all those old players.
Elise and Eze both have release clauses, innit?
Elise and Eze both release clauses. Signed. Elise's one got signed last season. Very small.
Gone. Yeah.
So they'll be gone. The replacements ain't going to be them. But you are right. But there's plenty of teams that play good football, bro. Yeah. Brighton's got a good setup. They've lost the Derby now.
The Derby, that was a shocker.
Bring back Potter.
What a shocker to me, bro. He's been trying to get out for weeks.
He's trying to get out. Yeah. He's asked himself to walk out.
No, because what's happening is the truth is being unveiled, bro. They're discovering stuff about clubs in it. His problem is he should have known about Brighton. And I think he did. He just tried to be naive about it.
Yes.
They can't do what he wants them to do. It's not their fault, bro. They literally happy. They get players, they build them up, they have to sell them, bro. That's what all their best players.
Yeah.
At the moment, they're like Dortmund was like 10, 15 years ago.
15 years ago, yeah.
No, you know what? It's crazy as hell. Because imagine if they were in a position to keep Caicedo and McAllister and they were like, no, we ain't selling.
Caicedo, McAllister, Basuma, Kukurea.
Yeah.
And they said, don't sell them. Bro, we would have
the young Don coming up front.
I'm telling you, bro.
Ferguson up front.
This sort of, bro.
You keep Matoma fit. You add João Pedro.
You see,
you got Ansu
they would have
Fati
been where Aston Villa is.
All of a sudden, you got a team that you're saying, okay,
Newcastle ended the season pretty well considering what people just try to ignore. They lost half of their team, bro. In the Champions League run-up, they lost half of them. Punched up PSG, lost half of their team. Trippier was out.
They run their legs off in that PSG.
Exactly. That was it.
Trippier was out. Murphy was out. Wilson was out. Joe Linton was out. Joe Linton was their biggest problem, by the way.
He's been gone for almost the whole season, isn't it?
Then you have the other Donny who was on, you know what I mean, on the gambling thing on William Hill.
He never played.
Yeah, I mean, and then all of a sudden you lost all the players, bro.
Next season is going to be a problem.
And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I am not worried, but I do think Man U will be back quicker than everyone thinks, bro. Because they're always gonna have money to spend.
They got the resources. Yeah.
Jim Radcliffe took over a percentage of their club this season. When you look at their team, don't get me wrong, there are players that need to be replaced. They're just not good enough. But they actually have like a decent structure. If you look around the club, there's players there, man. Like Anthony and all them, like we joke about it, but he didn't just turn shit. Like,
Chelsea will be the team that I think will be.
Chelsea will be good.
Will be better than Man U.
They should
Aston Villa should be. Aston Villa is not going to lose any of their players because
they've got two rich owners, bro. Two
rich. Yes.
Champions League is going to be the question.
Yeah, in the Champions League. Why are you leaving?
Europe? That's the thing. That's the big question.
Balance not Champions League.
Can you balance?
And as I said, what with that De Zerbi thing, I don't know if you lot saw Postecoglou after that Man City game, but he realized, man. He said, "Listen, I've discovered stuff about this club over the last 48 hours." Spurs. Bruv, he wasn't that. He said, I'm not happy, mate.
Because he was naive. I think he was naive.
Well, you know what? I actually, in this particular thing, I don't, because he's talking about how the fans' mentality is.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know that we know that Spurs stuff up on the pitch, innit? But you wouldn't know that the mentality is like that until you're at the club. And he's like, hold on. He's like, I don't care. I just want to win. And you, man, are just celebrating in the stadium for Man City scoring goals, bro. That's not. So now he's like, yo, I've got more work than I thought to do, bro. I thought it was just good football. So their mentalities, I mean, you know what I mean? He needs to get them man to be like, yo, Bon Arsenal, I don't care about you lot. We need to get Champions League football. And judging by today's game, where Villa got punched up by Palace, it would have made a difference if they had beat Man City, bro.
Yeah. But to be fair, I think Villa got punched up because they were drunk, though, because they had already qualified for the CL. They were done. I actually predicted a Palace win because their man was done. Their man was walking up midweek, man. Remember when we got drunk before?
The
season, and then we were drunk on the pitch.
You seen the video of the party? Yeah, man. They're enjoying themselves.
But they should, though. Let's be honest. They should.
I don't
That's a big achievement for them.
I don't like Villa, bro, but it's been a minute since Champions League football. I think people do have to go back to that, though. We do have to go back to letting people enjoy football again, bro.
Yeah,
they're not robots. Man. They're not robots, bro.
No, but this is the part where people don't understand how hard the EPL is. The traditional teams are falling off, and like you said, they might come back. You know, in the last 2 years, we have two separate Champions League teams that have come from nowhere: Newcastle and Aston Villa.
Yep.
And Aston Villa actually has heritage in Champions League. They won that big trophy before.
Yep, 82, man.
So I mean, next year it's not going to be easy. I think if Pep stays, he's still number one, and he's trying to get Pateka, man. If he get Pateka, man, oh my God!
Why wouldn't he? If you're a Lopetegui and they say, all right, give me 100 million, you say, yeah, cool. Give me the money, let me buy who I want and start fresh.
Yeah.
And he's definitely worth it as well, because
it's worth it because you get the money and do.
He's gonna mash
West
it up.
West Ham might be a problem too.
God.
West Ham might be a problem too, because Lopetegui is a very good manager.
They're gonna sell Paqueta. Lopetegui's cold. They're gonna sell Paqueta. They're gonna get big money in from.
Yep. Yeah.
And then it's what they do there, because I actually
they might sell. They was probably sell Kudus.
Yep.
Depends.
That's what I say. They might sell if they get that 80 million. If they get that,
sell both of them, then you basically at ground zero, don't it?
Yeah, because Fingers leaving Antonio.
Bowen is
Antonio's done. Bowen's contract is long term, so he's gonna stay.
He's gonna stay.
Yeah, Bowen loves it. I love Bowen though. It's cold. Yeah, he loves it though. They're gonna need to buy a striker in it.
But they need a striker. They're probably gonna need a centre back too, because thing looks a little heavy. ex-Chelsea guy.
Zuma.
Yeah. He looks like his legs are done, man.
Yeah, their defense needs restructure. Their midfield will need restructure, and maybe they need one solid striker.
That's a lot of money, though. That's a lot of money.
But they will have the money. That's why they're going to sell. They have to sell because you have to rebuild. You can't rely. What's his name? Antonio is done, man.
Antonio, he's running himself.
I can't lie. The Antonio thing's funny, because before he started talking shit about everyone else's club, he was doing good, bro. Because I like
podcast has been a jinx for a minute.
Yeah, I liked Antonio, bro. Like he's unorthodox.
He was a hard worker, man.
Problem, bro. And I always saw him like, you might be able to step up and he might be on the bench for another team, but it's a problem. Started talking rubbish. Pops is right. As soon as him and Callum Wilson started doing that podcast, he started scoring goals, and Callum Wilson got injured
got injured again. Bro.
Yeah. They were not sleeping. They were not sleeping. They were not resting enough. That's why it started podcast. They were not sleeping. That's what happened. But brethren, man, thank you so much for everybody coming in. Ant-Man, Pops, Savage, Zuberi, who left earlier, and of course, K-Mac. The manager's gone. We appreciate him. Like I said, I've talked all the negativity about him when he was here, so I'm done. Everybody makes mistakes. We are human. Now we move on to the next manager, which is Onslaught, aka the Kingpin. Come on, I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, I have a lot of positive vibe about this guy. I have a lot of positive guy. Everything he has done is unorthodox. What do you call it? I can't even say the word.
Unorthodox?
Unorthodox. The man said, I'm next. I want the job.
Yeah, you gotta respect it, man.
You know what I'm saying? And then they were like, don't worry. We're going to figure it out. It's going to happen. Don't worry. And then it's like, hey, people, I have signed the contract a couple hours ago. Who says that?
You want ambition in it, man.
The man said, I want it. He's all in. He throw all his eggs into the basket. If it happens, it happens. If it's not, he keeps it moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you heard what everyone said before, man. All everyone kept talking about is what is he won and all this. Big man, I don't care, bro. Is he a good manager? Talking about, bro. You can't just win. You have to start somewhere, innit? You have to, some people can just manage, bro. And we don't know yet, but we might have found a gem here, bro. If he comes in and he's ready to change certain things and he has a certain way, like, let me just try this because this ain't working. I'd say, let's go, bro. Might as well get behind it. I'm just giving him a season to do what he wants, bro. Yeah. Don't even expect me to come on and cost too many things. I just want to have fun and see what he's about, bro.
Yeah. And I'm actually excited because I think I want to see how it goes because it's like we've been with Klopp for 9 years. So now this is something new. I think it's 18 months. And if anything doesn't work, trust me, Klopp, we just have to throw that JK in the sky and he'll be back. But the manager left in his own terms. He came, he made us from, we were doubters, turned us to believers, and we conquered. And we won a lot. You know what I mean? How many people have done that? I don't care how many he did it. He was asked to do a job. And guess what? He won the big trophy before Pep Guardiola. Hold that, City fans. But yeah, man. Anything coming up, Ents? What you got coming up today, tomorrow, next week?
Hey, nothing at the moment, bro. Nothing at the moment, but just looking at restructuring and certain things, man. Should be fun next season, bro. I'm looking forward to it already.
Man. Pops, what you guys coming up, man?
Apparently there's a barbecue on Saturday. Former Liverpool Lee, Gunnar Lee is gonna get barbecued on Saturday. So
I'll be there. I'll be in the chat for that one.
If you wanna take a shot at him, you feel free.
I think you guys should do a call in for that one at a time. Please come get some rib. Come get some chicken or something.
He's one of those that had a lot to say, man. But yeah, big up the chat, big up Quasi, big up the Hardy Boys, man. Get Lita too. Hardy Boys, you need a Lita though. No Lita, no party, man. Come on, man. Come on, Savage. I expect better from you, man.
Sorry, man.
Come on, man.
Big up Savage, man. What do you got coming up, man?
Nothing, bloods, nothing. Reschedule. Man, I ain't really done much on the sports channel and that, man. I think I messed up a bit, man. I've been doing too much on it, too many channels, so much stuff to do in the past of life and that, bro. So
yeah,
I don't know. I think I made it too
Sound like Klopp, Savage. You tired, man?
Real talk, man. Because I think I made too much of a variety over there, innit? Because I like so much different sports. I was like, oh, let me just do all the different sports. But then I realized like half of the sports, maybe it's 75% of the sports I like, is in a different country, which means everything's at like 1 a.m. and
everything switches up.
I'm doing. Remember at one point I was doing Liverpool in the daytime. Then I done wrestling. Then I had to do boxing. Then I had to wait for UFC. And then the main card on that's what it is. The main card on the UFC, bruv, in England.
That's 4 hours, man.
It's like but
that's 6 o'clock in the morning your time.
Yeah, 6 o'clock in the morning, bruv. Then I was doing that and then leaving from the watch along, going straight to the gym, bruv. Then I'd start the day, and then I'd be doing a preview show events for the Liverpool match, and the Liverpool match would come on. I'm like, bro, maybe to simplify this in it. So I'll find out. I don't know what I'm doing about the Euros yet. I might do, depending on. I'm gonna see if I can get some certain.
We do some reviews. I think we should do reviews.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. And depending on if I can get some tickets for the Champions League final, then maybe I'll do a Champions League final watch along because both of my teams are playing against each other.
Yeah, that's an interesting one for you, isn't it?
Yeah. I might just wear my half Dortmund, half.
I'm moving like Harvey Dent.
But yeah, apart from that, man, I'll just be about, brother. I don't know, man. Maybe. I don't know. I might go to a smaller platform, just do the small reviews, like 2 minutes and that, and then I'll just freelance around sports channels for the rest of next season, bro. You know what I mean? You not know, bro. Behind the scenes, big up the chat and that, bro. But if you know about YouTube channel behind the scenes, bro, we are. It sounds people try and like make our thing sound small because they go YouTuber in it. But if you give the proper title to stuff, all of a sudden I'm a production manager and I do the lighting and I do the camera work. And I do the design, and I'm the host and the presenter, and I'm the editor, bruv. All of that, and that's what I do in my personal life anyway, as another job. On top of that, I'm a personal trainer, but big man, I got stuff to do, bruv. I'm saying, bruv. I need to go back to the football stuff being fun for me, bruv. When everyone was like getting me stressed the last couple of weeks, I'm like, bro, I'm trying to have fun, and you man are just on this. Nah, let me call in. And I'm gonna show Ends and Savage that I'm cooking today. And I'm like, bro, you know, you can if you want to just message Ends and ask for a shout out for your channel, I'll do that still. Don't just come on and start talking rubbish to me, bro, because I can't stand the lack of logic, bro. I'm gonna use it, so you know what I'm saying? It's one of them, bro. Let me have fun, bro. I'm back on the fun, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. I might just review Liverpool games after they're done for 5 minutes and go back to but yeah, man. Big up Quasi.
Big up yourself, man.
And hopefully, man. Me and him to talk to everyone about when it comes to the Euros and that, man, because I think there's enough games.
No, there's a lot, and even Copa, man. Just talking about reviews about the
time
games.
thing, though. The Copa is going to be hard for them in terms of time, innit?
Oh yeah, the timing, we have to do the next day. Realism said, "Heel Savage. Wow, the poor missus probably thought she left her for you."
My missus is like mad supportive in it, so you got to think for a woman, bro.
Yeah,
if a man's just at the desk most of the day, she's happy, bro. Like, what?
Because he's going nowhere. He's
you know what I mean? That's the best thing for her, bro.
He's getting out of trouble.
Yeah.
Safe and secure.
Exactly, man. But yeah, man. I was just enjoying. I want to get out to more football matches next season, innit? Because that's disappeared a little bit. So
nice.
That's what I want to do, and that's why I'm trying not to overcommit too much on YouTube, because then it's like, I'm trying to get tickets to Champions League final. Like, can't go Champions League final because I got to do a watch along, bruv.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So have to pick up on that. But big up the chat though, and big up use lot, man. I like what everyone's doing still. Everyone puts the graft in. So use lot if you're not subscribed to these, man, and that, go subscribe.
Please subscribe. Subscribe. It's gonna be a great summer. There's so many things to talk about. But before we leave, I would like to give the floor to the manager one last time. People, one last time.
Peace.
The normal one. There you go.
La 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 la.